Alright. Alright. Did Razork say anything funny? Did Razork say anything funny? Yes? What did he say? What did he say? There. He said they played well. He said fuck Ezreal. Ezreal is trash. Check the Reddit. What did you put on the Reddit? What is this? Wait. Wait. How do you spell inevitable? How do you spell inevitable? How do you spell it? That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, there it is, chat. There it is, chat. It's tweeted.
Что ж, ты готов сыграть?
Да.
Подожди. Миш, у меня для тебя одно важное признание. В отличие от тебя 3-летнего, я 40-летний лоб. Играть в шахматы не умею. Поэтому мы тебе нашли достойного противника. Я приглашаю в эту студию 12-го чемпиона мира по шахматам, международного гроссмейстера, заслуженного мастера спорта СССР Анатолия Карпова.
Yeah! Yeah! It's us! That's us! That's what's coming. That's what's coming. Run. Run away. They're gonna have a fraud off? What do you mean they're gonna have a fraud off? Shut up. It's not a fraud off. Oh yeah, let me change the stream title.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Wait, we're in a break now? Fuck, this feels like it's taking ages. Ow. Ow. What is this? Ah! Ah! It's time. It's time for another win. We haven't played this song before the game before. We haven't played it. Ah! Check G2's tweet. The shy Steam song.
All these idiots talking smack, those
spamming in the chat, you're clueless, you owe an apology to the goat cause you're pissed low. Tries cap the top when it's over, you know. Ooh, where the fuck Shenji? OMG didn't make worlds, no plan B. One more wave and I can guarantee weibo in the LPL, yeah, it'd be fucking free. Way, locking in Ivan and Mal, guys, as I come get locked down, say goodbye. Dom running low on the copium supply. Part of you loves him, but he don't.
Alright, another win.
I adore your attempted flaming. Montage plays it, you know, I'm framing. 80 carry tops, better listen than aiming. World's title this year, we reclaiming.
Another win.
He is back. Smoke the doubters, the whole pack.
Smoke 'em.
One more wave and you get slapped. Bang, Dom, stop smoking all that crack.
All the doubters are Rade, that don't care for the sound like Sasuke. G2 with 3 Qs, enter the GP if it's a parlay. Go to the top back, something like your Marjay tearing. Watch your whole team come facial, that's food on the top like table.
Right.
Never can KT, that's a fable. Roster fell in a flash like Caedrel. Fell in a flash like DC, Giga the shy, mate, top like DC. He be cancelling top gap DZ. Inconsistent.
Bro, Regan goes, Regan spits.
When your team's so free, that's hat-trick. Squidward fell to excel like Patrick.
Boom.
One more wave is the tactic, 1v1 your top gun like Maverick. World's energy, IG in abundance. Versatile, Leroy in a dungeon. Jungle 2v1 and he done them. Allergic to L's like healing reduction. Season 8, the great not topping it. Piece of cake on a plate and nominate. Leave the Drake, get aced on top of it. Screens turn grey hair, I will dominate.
Shy is back, he is back. Smoke the doubters, the whole pack. One more wave and you get slapped.
Bag like it's recalling time.
Yo, mods, why are we timing them out?
When I like rookie the shy.
OMG in shambles.
Like law in a fight.
If you say fraud, just don't type.
Hey, you're wayward.
You're shy, so shameless.
To try fight.
The goat in the top, that's right.
What killer man's got? Get shut down. Stepping in top. Cross the stage. Slap your face. Look in your eyes. Like what?
Ignore the ref.
Keyboard get bent. Round your face. Smash.
Ooh.
Pick up the keys, a stamp in your head.
And your jungle, I won't be camping again.
Boom.
Quick solo bolo. Then go take golems like Frodo. Wait, please don't Frodo. And your Pedro. Oh no, don't worry, man, he saved it.
Must have cast it on payslip. Heard he saw him on Craigslist. And now he pays him in pesos. The shy is back, he is back. Smoke the doubters, the whole pack. One more wave and you get slapped.
Bang.
Dom, stop smoking all that crack.
True. Stop. Stop it. Alright, focus up. Some guy says delusional and clueless.
Where they had
Fuck
some big
you.
wins, so who knows? Maybe Mad's about to get a fat dub here.
I will
Huh?
say,
What the fuck did I just
second you
unmute
have
to?
Absolutely no
Matt's
faith in
winning?
Mad Lions. That's when they play the best League of
No,
Legends
they're
you've
not,
ever seen,
bro,
and they
shut
win
up.
the series. So I'm not gonna lie.
We saved the
with
glasses
EU
for now.
having very low expectations
saved the
for Mad
glasses for
Lions,
now.
I feel like that's their
Come.
comfort zone right now.
I feel like their
It was
comfort
the
zone as
Moobot-
well
oh, was
is
it the
when
Moobot,
a
Florence?
win
My bad, my bad.
can disappoint someone from their region.
Weibo Gaming.
And right now, if they win,
Legends.
Caedrel could be quite disappointed. So there's an opportunity here for
He
Mad to
barely
do what
even
they do
counts
best.
as EU after the betrayal.
I was gonna say, like,
What?
He's been excommunicated.
he's
Why am
completely
I-
moved over,
Bro,
and so it's now Mad's chance.
why am I
to-
catching
well, I guess,
strays
if he has
perma
opted
on the
out, it
broadcast?
doesn't fit in with my theory, so
Okay,
let's just
okay,
not go
I
with
apologize,
that.
I apologize.
That's what's going to give Mad all of the hopium that we're looking for.
All right, let's see
have a
it.
look at what's gonna
Oh,
happen
we're
as
red
we
side.
dive into
Why?
the draft here for game number 1. That grin
Actually, it
on
doesn't
the
matter.
Shy's face
Look at him.
is kind of
Look at him.
If it's me.
I am curious to see exactly what the game plan's going to be for each this, because one of the things that surprised
Okay,
me
come
was
on.
how often the Shy got his hands on Rumble. They have 50% win rate, but still, I think this is an incredibly strong pick. We saw it in the last game. But also, my eyes are drifting towards Crisp. Crisp, domestically, has
All right.
not looked good on picks like
Give me
Flawless.
a-
He's actually been really struggling.
Oh,
He doesn't
Zaya
look
Ban,
like
good.
the old Crisp you would have expected coming in
Zaya
off
Ban,
the
good.
EX. And he's been sticking to the Leona pick, so I'm curious if that does open up the draft a little bit more for the likes of Hillisang. where
Wait,
maybe
chat,
he
who
can
do you
go
want to
for
win?
An early Rakan and actually have, I know, a bit of a struggling lane phase, but way more impact in the later stages.
I mean, that's the interesting thing about both these teams. They're super high variance teams, right? You know,
This
both
chat is
teams
so
could look
weird.
amazing on the day. Both
This
teams
chat
could
is
have a really
weird
rough
as
game
fuck.
on the day. So I do think, you know, from the EU perspective, that does give you a little bit of hope, knowing that, hey, you know, if we play at
What's
our
our last
best,
ban here?
we can really make something happen here against Weibo, because
it's-
Weibo is
nah,
not the
no,
most
I don't think it's
consistent
Ears
team.
worth
We could have
banning.
Crisp having a really rough game. You could have the Shy having a
Okay,
really rough
fine.
game. I know even Xiao
I don't
has
think
been
it's
getting a
Ears
lot of
worth banning, but
criticism,
sure.
Yeah.
from LPL fans who have not been impressed with his play thus far.
Vi, first
But
pick.
As far as all the scrim rumors go, everyone.
We don't play
really
Kalista,
hyping
do
up
we?
Xiaohu
Do we play
still and
Kalista
talking
live?
about how incredible he has been.
No, we're probably gonna early rotate
Interested.
Cassante.
They do ban away the Azir.
Jarvan's
Of course,
down.
Xiaohu was
Over
the
a
Emperor
Rumble?
of Sharina himself for many, many years.
We do play Kalista live.
Vi
Oh
is,
my
like you say,
god.
going to be the first pick. A very interesting one. The Kalista
Okay, I want
we've seen
Renata on
banned
3.
more than
Okay,
picked
Renata on
so
2's
far
fine
this
then.
tournament. Will
Okay,
be locked
nice,
away.
nice,
That
nice,
is
nice,
Kalista
nice, nice,
Renata.
nice,
Okay,
nice,
that's
nice,
control.
nice.
I'm actually such a fan of
What if they play
range
Blitzcrank?
supports with the Kalista.
What if they play
Old
Draven
meta
Blitzcrank
was
or
always
something?
along
What
these
then?
engage supports. I
Are we
feel like
fine?
this allows you to play so aggressive with the bailout. You can go so aggressive for those kills, get the resets, have the
What if they
protection
play like
from the hostile takeover. And when you show Vi, you're basically locked
What if they
into
play Ashe
playing some
Karma,
sort of
actually?
dive comp.
But I was gonna say,
Nah,
I
they won't, they
don't
won't.
really like it when you could have gone for like Rumble Jarvan or even taken the Kalista Rumble, right? And then you still set yourself up well. So now you get a great counter pick in the bot lane. I think Ashe has been massively underutilized at Worlds against the things like Kalista. She
I like
ranges,
this
you
draft.
get the slow, it affects her attack speed.
Let me see their third
It's
pick
a
here,
super,
but I don't know if I
strong
like
pick.
this. I think
And now
Rumble
you can
here is
take the
insane
Rumble
for Mad.
yourself if you really wanted to as Chasey.
Yeah, I actually really like Rumble alongside Ashe because you lock them down with the arrow, you layer the equalizer on top, and you keep them there even longer
What?
with the cease and desist. But instead, it will be
Yo,
the Silas
Tristana,
locked in
Xiaohu.
here. Silas hostile takeover is kind of broken.
Yeah.
It's very, very powerful. So
Tristana?
already with the ultimates that Niski has available to him,
Danny's laughing.
is, two pretty good ones in Fate's Call as well, being able
Why
to
didn't they
get
take
anyone
Rumble?
out of danger.
And if you're expecting Rumble as a
Rel?
pick potentially on
Okay, we
3,
can't
that would
drop
be a good ulti to steal, so there are definitely options. Rel going to be the answer here for Weiwei, who I think has been playing kind of out of his mind. I think
Now watch
Weiwei
me
has
whip.
been really, really impressive.
Now watch me
Poppy is what
Weiwei.
most people associate with him because he's been having those incredible games, but I am going to be pretty scared of him on the Rel also.
Yeah, and it's sick to see Weiwei actually making his way to Worlds. A lot of people expect
Weiwei Wawa.
5 at the end of 2021, but that dream was kind of
Oh, it was
shattered
so
then on
sad
that
when
squad.
they
Yeah,
lost.
everyone kind of expected them to go, so it's great to see Weiwei now showing up at the international stage, but also putting up numbers on picks, as you say, like the Poppy, where he's looked great. And
They
playing
think
some
it's
heavy
Ashe
rounds like
support.
Chris in that bot lane.
Exactly, it's been all around this
Wow.
pathing towards bot lane, utilizing early dives. Light and Crisp get an early trade, they get an
Wow.
advantage, they stack the wave, they push it in, and all of a sudden
Jesus.
Weiwei's behind you. You can kind of
I
feel
mean,
the
Mad,
walls
what do you ban
closing
here?
in.
Tristana
So
ban would be
Mad
smart.
have got to be
Talia
careful about
ban?
how they're doing that, and that's why it's important to pick 4 winning 2v2. Or at
I
least
really
2v2
think that
that
Mad
can
should ban
somewhat
Tristana, but if
contest
they don't,
here.
that's fine.
And we'll have to see.
What does Weibo ban?
Yo-Yo
I don't know.
can play around that
Is
as well,
Nautilus
because
worth
if he's gonna be
banning?
looking for these dives, you've got
Is
to cover your
Blitzcrank
bot
worth
lane,
banning?
Because Ashe can be really vulnerable.
Yeah, I am curious to see if you end up banning away something
Could
like
ban
Alistair. I think
Cassandra?
Alistair can actually do really well. Like, well,
Jax?
Rel jungle,
I don't know.
but also you can
Wow,
cleanse
they're
the
really
ultimate
scared of
coming
Heimer
from
Varus.
from the
Oh.
Renata,
Ashe
be able to
support.
turn that around.
Heimer
Not
Varus
what I
bans?
expected.
Yeah, so
What?
Ashe Varus is really strong as just like in the 2v2
I know, we used
isolated.
to
I mean,
see
it
that a lot.
used to be.
Yeah.
But no one played that in so long.
I know, it's been a really long time.
Yeah.
We've seen it crop up, especially in
I also
bans
feel like
in the
I
LCK,
don't know, never mind.
but just mainly
I think if they
for
just pick
respect,
Tristana or
if you
something on
have
3
the
or Rumble, then they
Kalista
could play.
that
If they
really
played
does
Rumble
not
on
wanna
3,
fall
then they
behind
could play
early.
Kha'Zix if
Super
they played
interesting,
Ashe
right?
Varus or
Because
some dumb
this
shit.
is clearly a nod towards scrims. It has to be, right? Because this is not meta whatsoever. So clearly, Hilly, not surprised if he's
Come, pick
experimenting,
Tristana.
not surprised if he's going with some of these wacky picks, but
They don't
those
know
are
you,
two of the
Xiaohu.
most
They banned the
kinda
Kali
laid down
Talia. They're on
2v2 style
fucking
picks
crack.
that you can go
Come on,
with
pick
it.
Tristana.
If you're willing to go like way outside the meta, you can still play other mage style support.
Don't play
like
Ari.
Brandon, like
You're
that sort of
fucking
style. If you
freaking me.
want to really try to dominate in 2v2, but Karma's another kind of more standard one.
I mean,
Why
this
is he
is
playing
definitely
Ari?
Weibo saying, hey, look, we
What is he
wanna
doing?
fight
Does he
this
think he's
game
knight
early.
or what?
Ari
Bro,
now's
you're not
picked
knight.
up
Just
as
pick
well.
your Tristana and
Traditionally,
fuck
we see it
them.
paired more with something like a Lee Sin or something where you can play hyper aggressive around the Ari in the mid lane. But I mean, I'm looking at Weibo going, hey, if you don't win early, you got nothing left in the tank. Silas is going to outscale. You've got Ashe who's going to be permanently pushing the bot side. This seems like a bit of a weird draft for me for Weibo. And there's the
Are we
Alistar
playing
I'm talking
Jax
about.
here?
That works so well on bot side.
Deshai?
And sets up beautifully if you want to try and
Aatrox
push
also
Ashe
fine?
into a potential dive.
This is gonna be really, really interesting to see how this does actually work out. Aatrox wouldn't surprise me whatsoever.
Whoa, the Shy Fiora.
Would
Gimme,
be really
gimme.
hype, but I think Chris
Gimme,
was kinda
gimme.
having some fun with the audience.
Holy,
right now.
lock it in.
I am
Lock it
expecting
in.
Aatrox is a good matchup into tanks, gives them prio, can
The
fight well
Shy
for heralds.
Aatrox.
This is going to be such a bot side focused game though.
Yes.
Weibo, they need to be playing
Yes.
towards that
He
bot
doesn't
side.
fuck
They
around.
need to be
He
stacking
doesn't fuck
dragons,
around.
securing
Okay?
objectives.
Now everyone's gonna
Is it
write
gonna
Pog
be
in the
too
chat
crazy
because
that
they know
Karma,
who it
etc.?
is.
It is just gonna be that
He's
Alistar, which,
here
as you said, is
to
great. This is an
entertain
outpick into the realm.
and
Of course, that's in the jungle,
eliminate.
but still,
Alright, you
doing
can use your
movement
tier
on
1 or
hostile
Twitch
takeover,
Prime to
able
avoid
have that
ads
ability to engage,
for the rest of
but it is
Worlds.
much weaker
If you want
in
to
the
have no ads
2v2.
for all of
If you're on
Worlds
point with
coaching,
the
you can
handshake
press
on Renata,
2
you
buttons.
can pull him out of the
You can also
headbutt
get gifted a
pulverized
sub
combo,
if you're
and
lucky.
that is gonna
You know
make
the
it
drill.
difficult, I
I'll
think,
see you
even though
guys
Parsi
in
may have
a
kind of an
second.
advantageous pick in the 1v1. It's going to make it difficult to contest in the 2v2.
I think a lot of it as well is going to be on Xiaohu, right? One of the big things we looked at Xiaohu back when he was on RNG was how how good he was at, hey, I'm going to push wave. I'm going to either match jungle on a potential play in a side lane, but also set up plays. And I think when you're in a position where Light and Crisp need to get ahead, it
Mods
feels
Gamba.
like Xiaohu needs
all
to
in
be
mad.
orchestrated there and leaning into that bot
Alright,
side,
Weibo, listen.
trying to get
Weibo,
control
you've got a
over
long
before
journey
Nisqy
ahead of
just
you.
becomes a
You're going to
menace
win
on
this,
side.
you're going to win another one, then you've got to win 3 best of 5s, and you've won worlds, okay? Now, it's a step-by-step process, right? We start at the bottom, and we end at the top. It's like a Pokemon gym, okay? And Mad Lions is like fucking Brock round 1, okay? It's like, bro, you don't lose the Mad Lions. It's like fucking Misty with her Psyduck, okay? Just clap it and go next
I
round.
think we did start to
Brock
see
and his
Nisqy
Onyx.
step up, though, when
Clap
came to
it, go
actually
next
being
round.
on, like,
Okay?
control mages. We got
It's
to
not
see
hard.
pop off and things like the Victor. I think he's actually been spectacular over the course of
And
Worlds
then
as well.
JDG
His Leah was absolutely nuts.
and Gen
I know
G
obviously
is like
fits that kind of
red
roaming style,
and
but
Ash.
also in
We
the,
fucked them
the,
later on, but
team
not now.
fights, in these plays where he could step up, it was Nisqy alongside Karzi who was bearing the mantle for Mad Lions. So this feels like a game where Nisqy can get to strut his stuff a little bit if he manages to scale into that position and pop off in these later team fights.
Tell you what, all I can think about
Bro doesn't know
is
how
the
strong
Shy's playing
Psyduck is.
Aatrox, and I remember a
Yeah,
year
well,
where he played
okay,
Aatrox
go
and he did
1v1.
pretty
Misty
well
Psyduck
in that
versus the Shy
particular
Aatrox.
year.
Let's see who
jump
wins,
onto
idiot.
the Rift here for game number 1. And I do want to remind everyone, you shouldn't forget to log in and watch on lolesports.com to earn exclusive rewards for Worlds 2023, like drops, like emotes and icons. And
Psyduck doesn't
loads
clear.
of things.
All you have to do is shut down his level 1.
Absolutely.
They'll actually fly to your country.
Alright.
It's very rare drop, but
Yeah,
Nice.
it is
done
a
there.
Okay.
rare drop.
What are we gonna do, Weibo? We're gonna 2-0 them,
I
and we're gonna
lose
go
all my money on
next.
flights. That's what I aim to do.
2-0 them, go
It's all
next.
out of
Come
my
on.
own pocket.
Don't fuck with
not
me.
agree to that.
Man of the people.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Sometimes you just want to give it back. Why would you do this to me on broadcast?
What do you mean play Euphoria? Fuck
You
off.
just kept going with it.
Yeah, I know, but I had to.
I
had to
know,
double
no,
down.
you
It's
fan
the
now.
option that you have.
Respect.
Yeah.
Respect.
Speaking of, actually, I think that Mad have put together a really, really great draft. You guys already illustrated it after the picks were locked in.
I
How
joined
much
the
of it
Weibo
is
ship
going to matter
many
is going to
years
be my
ago,
big question,
and I will
because the
sink
Shy
with it.
has a fair bit of comfort in his hands on this Aatrox. Xiaohu, a fantastic Ahri player, but I think that the Ahri is the thing that
I do
sticks
not
out
abandon
to
ship.
me the most as far as this Weibo composition is concerned, because it doesn't add to the AoE wombo that the rest of the
Nice
picks
last
really
hitting
lend
Xiaohu.
themselves to.
I mean, it's essentially a self-counter, right? We got to see Silas coming out an awful lot of the times against things like the Ahri because you're like, oh, okay, we can actually try and
Nice
scale
last
into
hitting
this
light.
game. You're not really going to get pushed out by Ahri, especially when you have the Doran Shield Star, you take second wind, and then you get to a 2-item spike where you're just going to have way more opportunities to pop off in the team fights. And that's why I think Xiaohu needs to start trying to get these roams off early, like try and punish
Okay.
the fact you will
Okay.
get pushed.
Early lanes
Try
are going
and
good.
into
We
these
get
side
push.
lanes and put yourself
Mid
in
bot,
deficit
pathing
to
bot.
let Light.
The Shy plays weak
This is
side
kinda
like
the
a
concern I
fucking
had when they locked
bro.
in the Alistar is
He
that
plays weak
this
side
2v2 is
perfectly.
gonna go really rough for
Don't
you
let
in
that
those early
Nisqy-
levels.
don't let him
We'll
farm
have to
for free.
see
Yeah,
if
hit him,
Light
hit
can
him.
put himself in that really advantageous
Yeah.
position. And I also do still have concerns about the fact that you're playing 4 melee into Renata. And if you don't have multiple angles of attack, you're going to be
Why,
walking straight into
mama?
hostile takeover, and you can
Look
see
at
Karzi
that
getting
bot gap.
chunked down so heavily. Crisp is playing past the minion waves. Hilly's level 1. You've got nothing to be afraid of. And honestly, you don't have to
Look,
worry
bot,
until he's level
come
3.
dive.
So you can really play quite aggressively.
Okay, now we're not
in
gonna
this
dive.
position.
We're not actually gonna
Good
dive,
call
guys.
from
Chill,
Weibo.
chill, chill, chill,
Basically
chill,
what
chill,
they
chill,
traditionally
chill,
do, which
chill.
is, hey, somehow we're gonna
Buy
ban
a
our
spot side.
Either we're gonna do 3
Yeah,
camps
take his
on the bot
Raptors.
side into an
Okay,
immediate
wait,
gank,
I see
or
you,
we're just gonna
boy.
clear it our
I
top
see
and make
you, I
sure that
see you.
hey, Light and Crisp can now get control of this bot side. They get the shove with the ranged advantage.
Yum, yum.
And Weiwei now spot on
Give me
the
your
ward, though.
Raptors, Yoya.
I don't know if they can try and really do anything. Yoya.
Oh, blue orb in the tri bush. Now what? Now what?
Yeah, Elyoyo moving down towards
No
bot
gank
'cause he has
allowed.
the inside track here. Will be spotted, but he's still moving up. Does now notice the ward, so will go back, because if you try to overextend for
Okay,
that,
not bad.
Weiwei, you know, could
Mid is getting
respond and be down
fucked.
there pretty quickly.
Charm just barely going to go wide here onto Nisqy, who is doing his very best to avoid these abilities. The
Shy.
Orb of Deception going to go wide, and that would have been enough to send him home, but he's going to go home anyway. Shy and Chasey just battling
Oh, he's
this
clean.
one out.
He's clean.
Of course,
Oh,
both
he's clean.
Korean top laners that didn't really play in Korea.
Okay, didn't see that.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think Chasey, though, has had a little bit of a different story to the Shy. The Shy obviously reaching very, very high heights over the
bit of a different
LPL.
story.
I would
Yeah.
say that the story is a little bit... The one fact that I had was probably the only one.
Some
So-
guy first time message. I really
That's the
hope
thing
Mad
for
will
Chasey.
win.
I think it's been a
I
little bit of
really
a sad
didn't ask.
time. We did get to see him back in spring playoffs where you had these pop-off games on Cassante that kept Mad Lions in contention and actually end up help them win that spring. But unfortunately,
Okay, I see us.
really hit those high highs ever since.
Is that Carsey in the graveyard?
Laning mistakes. So I think the
Oh
Shy
yeah.
definitely a
Oh,
player that
if
would
Light
look
hit
to
that
do
Q, it
so.
would have
Is
been
also on
sexy.
bot side, lane mistakes might
No
be pushed
TPs?
again.
Question
We
mark?
have seen this so many times. Way down bot.
No
stacked
TPs?
wave,
No
let's see the dive.
TPs?
Yeah, well, he is going to headbutt way away, but he can just get back down here. There is Kazi. The cleanse doesn't quite
Oh,
work.
Hilly
out. That's gonna
smurfed
be
it.
first blood going over to Light. Chris wants
But
to
it's
get
so
the bailout.
worth it.
Doesn't quite work, but they'll take that one.
Yeah.
That was beautifully done by Chris.
Now the
Doesn't
Shy's
waste his
weak side.
flash.
All they have to
Hillsang
do,
commits
all the
everything
Shy
to
has
try
to
get
do
this
is
kill
not
over on
die.
Chris, and Chris
And
says,
you know what he's not
sure,
gonna do?
I'll just bail
He's not
myself
gonna die.
out and use that as
He's
additional
chilling.
tanking time. It's critical, though, that
He
Carzy
doesn't
was
die.
one of the ones that got the kill, because otherwise he would be completely out of this.
Look.
When he's down 13 CS plus the kill,
Perfect
he
wave
needed
control.
something back to stay relevant
What a
in the
fucking
2v2.
monster.
I mean, the fact though that again you're kind of seeing this play.
He's
from Weibo,
chasing
it's
Vi.
Their bread and butter at this stage.
You don't 2v1 him.
Boards,
He
real
1v2s
cover there
you.
for Mad to come and expect it. So Weibo, they will still get a decent advantage when they got the kills over.
This was my big concern, with going with the Alistar. Alistar is a great teamfight pick, but if you don't pick something that can contest in the 2v2, Weibo have shown time and time
that was a
again
clean
that
dive.
this is the
It
play
was
that
well
they're
played by
gonna
Hilly,
go for. The initial moves
He
here
waited
from
so
Matt,
long
pretty
for
good
them
to
to
dodge
take
out on
aggro.
the handshake.
Then he just
That's
insta-Q
nice
flashes
from
on the
Carzy dodging
ignite.
forward, but then he just pulls aggro with the ignite. Hilly flashes forward to make sure they can't step out of turret range, so they do get the one kill back. But at the end of the day, he just tanks it with the bailout. They get the kill, they get the plate, they get the denial of the CS, and Light is going to be in a really good spot once he picks up all this farm.
Yeah, we might get an idea as to why this Kalista has been basically permanently banned throughout the world's Swiss stage.
Aatrox has a 0% win rate?
One that's going to be able to make that
Wait,
one
what?
work.
Aatrox has a 0% win rate, really?
Ashe, as we illustrated earlier, but not if the Ashe has 0 gold.
Krispy Kreme?
Crisp is walking forward. You can see Weiwei's making his way
No, it
down
doesn't.
once
Yeah, I didn't
again.
think so. 369 on
Yeah,
it, no?
he's going to push him away, and that is a good roam there from Niski as well to make sure that he is in the river. Oh, he's actually going to cancel the back, and now Hylissang is in so much trouble. There's a handshake, and that is just free stake here for Weibo.
Yeah, it's a freebie. As Xiao came back, Niski was the added man that I think made Mad feel confident that they could move down. And hey, we have our mid laner here. We can actually match this play. But Xiao shows up, and all of a sudden, your 2v2 is hard losing. You don't have the flash from the Irvier play, so you give over another freebie here to Light, and
Bro,
you're going to lose
the
the
Shy doesn't even have to do
dragon.
anything.
And the gold lead already really opening up.
And this
What
is what
is
we
bro
used to talk
doing?
about a lot
Niski,
when
you're
Chad
eating
was at
ghosts.
RG, was how good he was able to lean two sides, match what his mid laner was doing, understand what needed to happen on the map, and Xiaohu spots out Niski, Weiwei's already positioned in river, and there's no real way for Mad Lions to try and collapse on bot side. So now they'll end up setting themselves up for Dragon. They have full control over this bot side, and Niski wants to try and make something happen.
Yeah, looking for the 1v1.
Nice
Doesn't
try.
land the chains, though, onto Xiaohu. And Xiaohu's just
Nice
gonna
try.
clear out the wave. And that is not so much
Close one.
Gained here for Mad. Still unable to really find a foothold in this game whatsoever. Weibo Gaming just kind of taking whatever they would like. Let's have a look at this one more time.
Yeah, and it's really all about the map, right? You're looking
Was
at
a
the
nice
map,
cue
they
by
had
Chris.
this extra man moving down, or so
They
they
cover
thought.
both really
so
well
that's
as
why
well.
they're playing so far up, so aggressively.
Losing on
Silly's
blue
trying to bait
side.
them into the
What
fight.
the
They think
hell?
They have a 4v3 setup, but when it's a
Don't even
4v4
try
and
it.
you don't win it,
Get off
all
him.
of a sudden, Hilly's just going to be that free kill.
And now you get to continue this pressure on the bot side for Light and Chris. You picked up the level 6 for Light, so you can start to play heavily aggressive.
Holy, the
around
Shy
Crisp
Aatrox.
as
It just
well.
looks so great,
Plus the
doesn't
fact
it?
you have full control
Seeing
of
that
this bot
Aatrox
side
with the
means you can
Shy
actually
above
open
it.
up the opportunity for Crisp to start roaming up towards the Dragon if you're, Rift Herald if you really want to. I think the only thing you do have to be a little bit careful
is
of
Ven
is
still
like
flanking on
a
Alistar?
random Carzy ult
Someone
moving
has told me
up
that they
towards
saw him
Rift Herald
blue
and kind
side
of
jungle.
changing that fight in favor of Mad. But honestly, with the amount of control the Shy has in mid, Xiaohu has in mid, Shy has in top, Xiaohu has in mid, it makes it very difficult then for Mad to really in a position to contest it.
All right, now you can just see some trading here towards the top side as the Infernal
Holy
chains are not gonna
fuck,
be broken.
he's the trading
Gonna
goat.
win that one out very, very effectively against Chasey, who's doing his best to hold on, is in the farm.
Look at the wave as well. This
department
Cassante
at
is
least. Rift Herald
fucked.
is about to spawn.
I was slightly
Look at
surprised
him.
that Chasey actually went with the Sheen first buy, because the Shy is basically just refusing to trade actual autos with them, right? He's
He's gonna get a
poking
CS lead now.
And the Sheen is going to do nothing for you.
If they
want
wanna do Herald, so maybe he pushes now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those trades. Shy's playing really
Oh my
well
god,
around
look
it,
top CS.
you know, making those little
He
adaptations.
fast
Says,
pushed on
well,
his
we don't
base.
need to trade melee. I can just be a spellcaster. I'm just going to press Qs on you and keep backing it up and slowly chip you down, because the Sheen is worthless if you're not actually getting in the mix.
It's also the fact that oftentimes you see the Thornmail rush in champions like
Say it.
Aatrox.
Say the Shy is good. Say it.
We don't necessarily
Write
like it
it.
all that much, but it is
Write it.
something that you
do
can
see
certainly
it.
Say he's good.
Chasey not going to go that direction, at least not for now. And we'll see whether he can get
This
any
chat
of
is
that
so dumb.
grasp value. Mad over-indexing here towards this bottom side of the map. That is going to mean a free herald goes over towards Weiwei. We'll see where he decides to put that one down as arrow is going to fly through, connects.
Oh, nice shot. Still won't get a kill though.
As well as Niski is trying to get enough damage here.
What are you guys doing?
Going to come through though, and Ari, a very difficult champion to lock down. Weiwei
you okay?
now having to deal with Niski as well. He has a Magnus Storm as now cease and desist comes through as well.
You okay, guys? Like, are you fine?
Lucky, but he's got flash. He's gonna try
oh!
to flash away the
Xiaohu, my
decent,
goat. Okay, well, fine.
the
Have the kill.
Niski collects one for
Have the kill, have
The
it.
charm was huge there. It actually prevented Niski from going over the wall. Sets up beautifully, but Niski wants a bit more.
Have the kill.
Not going to be able to get it as Xiao, who's able to clear out the wave. Mad Lions, they thought they had the play, and Weibo turn it around.
Yeah, they do end up getting that kill, you know, at the end of the day, but it did cost them a lot, right? You know, they kill off Weiwei, but it is 3 flashes committed there, plus a lot of ultis, and now no flash, no ulti.
The Hex Splash comes in, that's the abscond. It's a decent charm, but it's just going to delay the inevitable. Xiaohu goes down, and they'll take a plate for their trouble as well.
The Shy.
I mean, greedy play.
Kill him.
Through from Xiaohu. He was winning heavily on bot side. You can see that freeze is going to cause McCarthy issues as he's trying to make his way back into lane. But he's going to lose out on all this CS. Elyoya trying to play alongside them, but Weiwei's in the area.
Oh dear, he has to flash to get himself out of the way. That is going to be the Shattering Strike.
Come.
Stun, but not too much
Come.
more, as Hillsong is going to
Kill.
tell everyone
Execute
to stop
order
the fighting.
66.
They will
Kill
acquiesce
top.
for now, but here towards the top side, Chasey is continuing just to have a really tough time into the Shy's Aatrox.
And honestly, in these matchups, it just kind of gets less and less fun as they get more levels, more CDR.
No flash on Ash.
Constantly getting chipped away at. So we'll see. Weibo trying to threaten that dive. They had pulled Weiwei down once more, but this
Why
time
are we not
Elyoya
playing
is
Tristana?
in range to answer, so they're not going to go for anything super aggressive. But still, it is that 20 CS lead. It is this initial play here, though, with the arrow starting it off.
Yeah, I mean, Niski here, you can see, goes in, holds on to the dash because he wants to try and follow with the chains, but I think they actually time out. So it ends up Niski then following up onto Weiwei instead. And you'll see just here in a second, as they go in over the wall, Weiwei is waddling for dear life to get over this wall, but the charm stops Niski from following over, sends him back into the position, but Hilly already there to try and follow up, and then Hilly again making the difference here.
Yeah, this is just great from Hilly. He committed the flash on the previous play, now makes use of the Axe Flash. No flash,
Are we fine?
no ult available for Xiaohu. Could be in trouble.
Yeah, there's a cease and desist. The Spirit Rush is going to come through, stolen away by Niski. The arrow is unnecessary, but looked cool. And here on the bottom side, Weibo Gaming are going to answer back.
This is not the Mad Lions that we see in the LEC, though.
Guys, what's happening?
Nesquik
is 3-0. How is... Hello?
And right
Hello?
now he's sitting at 3-0. Now, yes, Weibo are getting big leads.
What's happening?
Big advantages on this bot side.
Also, the Shy hasn't based in 10
Starting
minutes.
into light versus Niski.
This guy's been sitting on a phage for 30 years.
3-0 at this point. They are going to be able to
Can we
get
dive
the
that guy?
tower here, and
What is that
may
Alistar
regret his
doing?
Positioning as that
Yow!
tower is going down.
Kill him.
Yeah, he's trying to get rid of Weiwei. He's lit on fire as well. There is
Kill.
the Shattering Strike and the Cowl.
Attack.
Not a whole lot of places to go, but does have a decent amount of durability, but I don't think Gazi's going to offer enough back. Some more headbutts to come through here, but look at all those sticks, and they are going to be wrenched out.
They're
for the
3-manning
kill
top.
for life.
Do you never learn?
Meanwhile, on the top
question-
side, can they do anything?
Why are you
It's a
3...
range
Oh,
might be
bot
no.
tier 2
It's
maybe?
No, and now with Hilly just giving over a freebie, it's like, why are you there? You're under the tower.
Bot
It's at
tier 2,
what?
mid plates?
Not even 10%
Okay, we're
health,
back,
I wanna
baby. We're
say.
back.
He gives over the death, and that
We're
means that
back.
they can push on
Oh,
the tier 2
3-man
as
top.
well now. There's a
Nesquik
TP
keeping
here
mid.
from Niski, though, trying to punish.
Yeah, he's
You're
gonna
fine,
try and
right?
find these
You're not
chains,
getting
connects
solo
them
killed by
there.
Niski,
Xiaohu,
right?
Not a whole lot of places to go. He gets some plate gold,
Xiaohu.
but that might be the consolation. Gets the Everfrost. Charm's going to connect as he dabs and grabs the kill with a Q. That was pretty clean.
I mean, really cool stuff from Niski. Managing to get that kill, 4 to his name at the moment. And now he really needs to be the one that carries Mad Lions forward in this game. You can see the setup here. Immediate ult coming through. Xiaohu tries to get away, but the lockup from the Vi, the Everfrost, and the Silas is too much. But as Azale was saying, why in the name of God is Hilly here? There is nothing he's going to do to hold on to this turret.
Yeah.
We're never playing Ari ever
I mean,
again.
you look at the map. Karzi's still
Just
over here. He's not
Azir
even there
Tristana
yet, right?
only.
It wasn't even like he was close. There was no
Maybe
one else moving
Syndra.
down.
Maybe.
There's
What is
nothing
huh?
going on there, so he just gives over a freebie, loses the ulti, and it allows him to push on the tier 2. But then Niski again, great punish here on Xiaohu, was pushed up, didn't see the TP coming through, no flash, no ult. Mad have just been relentless in punishing Xiaohu here in mid lane. Every single time he's missing those resources,
Light.
they're there to kill him.
Listen, Light.
This is where now Niski needs to
I don't come
find
to you
ways
many times in
punish
times of need,
Weibo
but
and get around
I need
versus
you.
Ultimate. 'Cause yes,
I
you've
need
got
you.
Niski who's absolutely
Knight,
massive,
I need-
but
Light, I need you.
is just as big, And the big
Please
thing
carry.
that you have to try and find is ways to disassociate Light from Chris, because those
Please
ultimates
carry.
are going to be a pain. The lockup that
You
Renata
need to
can
carry
offer
this
is gonna
game.
be a pain, and even Light just having the
This
ability
Ari
to
is
join
piss
Chris and
useless.
send his body to deal with you is also an option. So this is where Elyoya and Niski have to work together to shut down Light in these fights.
Light, you're gonna get Vi ulted, you're gonna get Ash ulted, you're gonna get Sylas fucking Ari ulted. They're all gonna dash on you. You're gonna kite, you're gonna attack, you're gonna hit, you're gonna kill.
Is now far and away
Light.
from any potential engagement. 4 minutes though on this next Dragon. And only 35 seconds on the Herald. Could be the next moment after this siege from Weibo in the mid lane. Hylissang
Light.
off on the side. You can see now Niski's
I'm watching
moving
you, Light.
down, but
Nice
Hylissang's
block,
already taken
Weiwei.
so much damage. The autos fly through the rend, not enough.
2.2k up.
That kill. As
And the
much
Shy
as
is
lane
insane
economy
bot push.
snapshot
Look, the
is
top
not
cap
great
too.
for Mad unless you just look at mid lane.
I mean, it's great for Niski. It's not great for the rest of them, though, as Light is monstrously ahead here on
Light,
this
you're not going to make a mistake and give a shutdown. You're not going to get caught.
Like this that is built to enable
Watch out for the
him to
Viol.
out of behind him. That's a position for success.
They managed to get the cleanse. There's a hostile takeover.
Nice
as
Q
Light
jump
is
on the
able
buffer.
to, get through.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
fucking
really
crazy.
good with the Pierce.
That was actually really cool.
He stayed up till
Hawk
6
4
a.m.
with
Yeah, I
that
know.
Q,
He's been
knowing
grinding.
that it's not
He's
gonna,
in top
that's
form.
not going to hit anything. It's delaying
Peak
the
condition.
auto attack time there, plus gets in the extra space there. So well played, and now it's just going to move straight over to this. They want to keep stacking these objectives.
Yeah, I mean, Weibo just know, hey, look, that was kind of everything used by Mad to see if they get in there. Hilly has to go for the reset, so let's go for this, but the damage isn't quite there. Now Weibo are in trouble.
Yeah, Handshake is actually going to miss as
Nice,
Elyoya
secure.
Gets in there. Weiwei is able
Just
to
let him
take
die, let
down
him die.
this Rift Herald, but there's the
Ooh,
Ember
nice
Frost. The
ult.
Rel's in so much
Wait,
trouble.
hold up.
He flashes the
Are we
wall
outie?
again, but Niski flashes over as well. Ember Frost
Xiaohu,
is
don't
decent
grief.
from Xiaohu, who
Guys,
flashes
run.
away
Oh my
from the
god,
situation.
run,
Handshake
run,
doesn't quite work out as finally Chris will go down.
The Shy is here.
They're able to get over
Holy.
and clear out Weiwei, but here comes
The Shy.
trying to stack up these Qs, but he's CC'd. Oh, the core drink is massive, but it's not enough, and Mad answer back.
Mad are not G2. They will not let the Shy take this fight out of their hands. They flash over the wall. They punish Weibo because they can't take the Rift Herald. And Mad, this is the moment we're talking about. When you doubt them the most, they just come alive.
Matters popping off in this game as Weibo looked like they wanted to re-engage. You can see there was some hesitation until all of the extra members showed up there from Mad. You know, even when Light pulls out Crisp there with the ulti, you know, this is the initial play. Weiwei is going to kind of have to give his life to be able to claim this Herald. So he realizes, okay, I can't actually get out, so I'm just going to go forward and grab this up. Crisp gets ulted over the wall, but watch the hesitation here. They say, okay, maybe we can actually turn. I don't think they realized how many members were here because Chris starts going back in, then Light's in trouble as he's being slowed down.
Yeah, I don't think they expected Chase to TP in. He had the TP advantage, and they thought, okay, the Shy's in position to follow up, but Karzi flashes forward, doesn't get hit up by the Shy, finishes off the Callista, and at this stage, they're just able to follow up perfectly onto the play. Mad, that was beautiful stuff.
I feel like if the Shy had have got like one more Q, maybe everyone dies. But the layering of CC from Mad, absolutely fantastic. And they're keeping themselves in it. They are, in fact, ahead in gold. As you have a look at the gold difference over time powered by AWS, it was all looking Weibo. And now the Mad Lions have come alive.
It is looking like a massive swing there. And even if Shy had just gotten there a little bit earlier to actually be able to go for that engage when Light was still alive, but he was just so low. There was that brief moment of hesitation where Light and Chris weren't sure, can we take this fight? Can we not take that fight? Chris took that one step forward and Carsey just went for him.
And now that's given Niski the opportunity to pick up his Zanya's Hourglass. That makes him so much more difficult for Weibo to deal with in these team fights. Even the positioning that Weibo or the Mad Lions have on things like Dragon in 35 seconds as well, it's going to make this much easier for them to get a second Dragon, try and keep Weibo in check as well.
But there is a Rift Herald in the hands of Weibo. They were able to get Weiwei into that pit to collect the eye. Yes, it ended up meaning that he overextended, did fall down, but now they can use that to get some control of this river. Unless Weiwei dies, just takes a bit of damage. Of course, pretty tanky is the Rel, but still, Weibo Gaming use that and they get the ability to walk into the river.
Now, this is a big question here for Mad. You just won a big fight, but are you willing to actually take this? There's no flash on Carsey, there's no flash on Niski. The Shy does have flash, as does Crisp, and you have to be careful. If you enter this fight and you do lose heavily, Weibo are going to be massively in the lead again.
It's only second Dragon for both of these teams. You don't necessarily feel forced to fight for this one, but it gives you so much extra tempo. One singular Infernal is also a fair bit of damage. As you can see, on the flank angle is Elyoya. Can he actually get in there? Looks like Xiaohu is going to spot him out, but Elyoya had already vacated the area. Light wants to get as many of these sticks into the Drake as possible to make sure they skew the 50-50 if it does come down to that. As Hex Flash being channeled here by Hylissang. That was a bit of a jump scare as Vault Breaker gets Elioya over the wall, but he's away from the Drake. We are just posturing for position on both sides. The volley's raining down, though, actually kind of decent.
Niski.
And there is the hostile takeover. Weiwei gonna have to crash down to get out of the way of that, and they're looking to burst the Drake. They do manage to take it, but can they win the ensuing fight? It's a good charm to connect, but Chasey's just able to dash his way out. Hylissang just gonna be the sacrificial cow. I think Mad might say that that's okay, unless Niski gets caught out. It's so much money if he is going to fall down, but it's not him, it's Kazi that dies.
Nice!
And the Mad Lions
Okay.
have to walk away with 2.
Shut up.
Mad thought they could burst
Don't
the
say
Dragon
anything.
quick enough and get away scot-free, but the return up from Chris buys the
Doesn't
time
matter.
they need, and the chase down potential with Xiaohu means they just
Doesn't
can't
matter.
get away. 2 kills going over for the sake of that Dragon.
Get top
Really
wave.
great angle there from Chris.
Happens,
on the
happens.
ulti. Niski
Sometimes-
wanted to use this basically as a zoning
sometimes you
option
lose
to
early
force
games,
them
okay?
off. So they go
I don't
for the
judge you.
finish here. You can see that they're trying
We
to
bring it
force
back,
down.
we bring
They're
it back.
able to do it, but look at that positioning from Chris over the wall. Catches 4 of
We bring
them,
it
maybe
back.
not 5. He maybe even tagged Hilly with the very angle. Chasey's able to flash and get out. But
Just
Hilly was
team
always
fights,
gonna be
team
that
fights.
one to go down. The problem is, Carsey, no flash, no real way out. We're back to live. Light could be in trouble.
Yeah, there's the cease and desist. Niski's going to be able to connect the chains. The Everfrost, and he just goes down in an instant.
And that's exactly what Mad Lions need to do in the team fights, but they weren't able to in that last one. If Weibo were able to group up and prevent that access from Elioya and Niski, you can see they have the
They're gonna
turnaround.
start Baron.
But now the Baron is up and available,
Oh, never
but I
mind.
don't think they can go for it at the moment.
For a second, I was
Yeah.
like, these guys are crazy. Everyone's walking up towards it. Like, that would be very brave, to put it lightly. But Niski, 7-0-2, absolutely is the hope for Mad in this game. We'll see if he can keep this pressure rolling, because he is monstrously ahead of Xiaohu.
I mean, this mid-jungle combo is something that we kind of missed from Mad Lions and LEC. We got to see it a little bit towards the... ooh, hang on.
What fucking
We
universe is
got to
this?
see it a little bit, but it kind of just fell away to the
You're
wayside
losing
as
to
the year
Mad!
started to progress. And now we're actually starting to get to
I
see
hate you!
Elioya and Niski working in tandem once more, and that is a gold lead for sure.
That's a decent one. That is 3,000. Yeah, it's a very good item in the lead, is Niski right now. It does also put a big target on his back as well, and so that's a 700 gold shutdown. And that could mean a bit of a swing here for Weibo Gaming if they can actually get a team fight, but still, feels like you say, Rob, it is the Light versus Niski matchup that we're going to have to keep our eye on, and so far, it's Niski that's come out on top in that one.
And Light's not really as threatening as he was earlier, right?
You're not
His
losing this.
advantage has kind of gone
No.
away largely,
Nope.
and they took away
No.
that Dragon
No.
advantage. You know, it's 2 Dragons, 2 Mad. They're going to be able to take down this
Stop
top
it.
tier one. They're in a great spot. I feel that they are
Stop it.
definitely in the advantage at this point. You know, Weibo wanted to be the ones getting every single objective
You're
with this
not
early advantage they have from the Callista, but they just haven't been able to make it
losing
happen.
this.
And this is where, even though Karzi's behind, he still doesn't have relevance, right? Because if you've got Niski and Elioya playing for side lanes, all right, cool, let's just fire an Ash arrow over there. We'll see if we can kind of fish
Go
with
group,
someone.
a fight.
If it lands, fantastic. We can immediately jump in on top of them. But it is those
Yeah.
picks that I think
Yeah.
Mad Lions still have to try and play for to a certain extent. Because we can see when Weibo are all grouped
Yeah.
up as a unit, it actually becomes
Yeah.
very difficult for you
See?
to play the
See?
dive
We're safe
style
now.
that Mad want to go for.
And when Niski actually completes the death cap, he is going to be ridiculously strong. Has both of the pieces there. The double large rod already has 10 stacks on the Dark Seal as well. To be amplified
There is
by
a
that
1,000
death cap. So
gold
they
Nesquik
really
running around.
wanna
A
try to
cereal
shut
box
him
with a
down
golden
as soon
ticket
as they
inside.
can.
Please
It's
find
Weibo
it.
Playing towards this top side, playing towards this Baron. Do they feel that they're in a desperate enough spot to start it is the real question here.
They do have a lot of secure on the Baron with the Blade of the Ruin King, the fact that Light does have
Niski
the
is
rend available,
Willy
not
Wonka.
as good as it used to
They're
be.
going to try
It
to
still
force the
does
TP
work,
from
and
Niski.
I wouldn't mind it.
Oh, Elioya!
Oh dear, there's the flash forward. Don't waste any time as Weiwei
Yeah,
gonna lock
yeah,
down the
yeah,
goal, and
yeah,
they just
Ash, no
destroy
flash.
him. The Shy also found on the flank of the fight.
Go Baron.
Gonna get him out of there, and now with
Go
no
Baron.
jungler, can they actually do anything about
The
this?
Shy?
It's a great
The
fight
Shy?
there from the Shy, but it may not keep him alive as he wants to Umbral Dash over
Oh,
this wall. And
he's
gonna
buying
be able
time,
to
he's
do
buying
so.
time.
Meanwhile, the Baron
Finish.
is getting taken
Finish
down
it.
solo.
Don't let him
There's
don't let
no
the Cassandra
chance
the jungle.
to
Don't let
get
the Cassandra
this
the jungle.
Baron win a fight. We'll see
You
what
don't
Niski
fuck
can
this
do.
smite up.
Hostile takeovers now they dive in. They pull out the Shy.
Wait, wait,
Oh, no, it's understated. Somebody! Yes! Show who got it! The Shy is alive! Get out! Get out!
Onto life, but doesn't quite get there. Mad. It's a decent fight, but they don't get the Baron.
It's absolute insanity in the pit there. As Weibo are lucky to walk away with that one as Mad focused down Weiwei.
Yo,
They get the kill on him.
what's
After this
happening?
Pick onto Elioya. They managed this
What the
really
fuck's
well.
going on?
I think Oyoya just needed the flash. He had it available, but was a little bit greedy. Maybe not expecting that many members of Weibo to show up. But also then when you come into this, you can see the position here. Niski goes for the Ari charm to try and position onto the back line, but Weibo able to dash out. They're then using the wall for safety. And then Xiao, who just barely with his
Oh, he got it with
gets
Q.
over the wall,
He got it with Q.
secure the Baron for in favor of Weibo.
Yeah, they get that, and
What?
that is huge for Weibo, because had they lost that, they lost the fight on top. But here's Soul Point for Matt, uncontested. And Oyoya.
Soul point, small point.
I'm not gonna lie, actually,
Don't matter.
getting Soul Point here and the fact that they managed to tidy up some of the kills kind of evens out the trade a little bit more, unless
Don't matter.
we see this Red Bull Baron power play get completely out of control. Currently about 2 minutes on that one, as Weibo Gaming look to try and utilize that to get some of these side
What
lanes
is
in
that
order.
Sylas
Xiaohu
doing?
walking towards enemy vision.
He doesn't one-shot you, right?
Doesn't have a whole lot of information. As Niski's gonna find it, that's the solo bolo.
Guys,
This guy's just out of control.
what happened?
9-0-4.
Niski is playing like
No one can stop
rookie
him. The death
and
cap is
Faker had a
completed,
child.
and it's Niski
What happened?
V9 crushing it in this first game against Weibo.
I mean, what a performance from Niski. I think he's had an absolutely stellar tournament. We're saying coming into this game, like, Niski has been a top performer for Mad, and he's making damn sure everyone knows it. Phenomenal stuff.
Xiaohu,
right now,
you look like
as they're looking to
fucking-
see if they can
you look
use
like
that
me on
to
Ari.
get
What's
the mid
happening?
lane turret, get vision, or sorry, get push in mid, get the vision that they need in this top side, and start to threaten this tier 2 and top side.
Niski now going to get this push happening, trying to come to terms with what's happening here. Not over yet, though, of course.
TP behind him.
Weibo Gaming with a
TP.
lot of team fighting capability and that Baron that is
TP behind him.
Has a Magnet Storm to fly
There's the
forward.
Willy Wonka.
Has
The
a
golden
big target
ticket.
on his back, but also has a big
That's
stun
in
with that
front of them.
Everfrost. He now needs to try and run away from this one. There are
Get the golden
four
ticket. Get the
Weibo
golden
members
ticket.
looking for him, but he's got enough dashes. He will be okay. He also has a Magnet Storm of his own as Hillisang's looking for a potential re-engage opportunity. They're not going to quite get there.
We
Just
need
get to back
the
away, though.
golden
When you
ticket.
Look at mid lane. They've already got position there, and so Niski's just going to keep this up, bait them in. Xiao
Guys,
wants it, though.
this is
But
not gonna
first
work.
You don't succeed. You try and
It's gonna work, it's gonna work.
He manages
Get the
to
golden
avoid
ticket.
Everfrost. There's the Magnet Storm. Is the arrow's going to connect as well?
Get it,
Niski
get it, get it.
doesn't have the cooldown. The answer's no. And 1,000 gold goes to Light in exchange for maybe their base.
I love
Exactly,
chocolate.
it's the base. That's the problem here. The Shy is back. They're all basing, so they have to be respectful of this. Mad don't want to get caught leaving
Run.
here, but it is the 1K
Why did no one stay
shutdown
top?
over onto Light.
Why did no one
I mean,
stay
Baron's
top?
supposed to help you crack the base, but I didn't think it was supposed to be on
Who
Mad's
got the
side.
1K?
Weibo have done such
got the 1K?
are trying so hard to keep Mad lines away, stop Niski, but he's such a massive threat that when
Light.
they commit everyone, they've already got the push from Karzi in mid lane. So Xiaohu, this is the initial pick. Sets Niski
Don't
up
show the
to be
replay.
that
We
threat
know.
in the side
Sylas
lane.
is balanced.
And then
Great.
get that position.
That's not for us. That's for the Riot Balance team.
Abscond hit for that much. Like, that was absurd.
That was 30-40% of his HP. The Everfrost slow connects. Niski tries to look for the turn here. He was always slated to go down because the rest of his team is not there, but they're just trying to buy some time. Karzi throws in the Ash Arrow, see if they can make something happen.
Light 3 items.
But
Nice.
Niski does fall.
Are we
And
4 or
you can
5
see
men
the
top?
gold, swinging a little
We
bit
are
back
4 or 5 men
towards
top.
Weibo with
Okay.
that. But at the same time, Mad cracked the
We
base,
stay
and Weibo
together.
are just kind of roaming
We
around
stay
as a
together.
squad. They're saying,
It's
you know what?
Ohana. That's
This
Weibo
game
Gaming.
cannot
Ohana.
slow down
Ohana
like
means
this. We can't allow
family.
them to play through side
And
lane.
family
No
means no one
answer
gets left
Niski.
behind.
We just
Don't
need to
get
start
caught.
fights, and we just need to outplay
Oh,
them
I
if
know.
we're going to win this game.
They need to try and get the fights on their own terms as well. You can see Mad trying to hold on to vision priority in their own jungle. It's not necessarily working out with the Shy protecting that control ward. Hillisang in a bit of trouble. He's going to break the chains. Doesn't have a lot of great
Guys,
places
Dragons
to
in
go.
140.
He's gonna be able to get
Don't
back
fuck
to
it
the
up.
rest of his team.
I love the Anathema's pickup from Weiwei though. Being able to put that onto Niski, not only does it give you the extra little bit of CC on him, the fact that you're not going to take as much damage from him is such a massive pickup here, because Karzi is actually starting to do damage, like has the Triforce working towards that Blade of the Rune King, but when Niski's this much of a problem and you need to frontline, that's a really smart pickup from Weiwei on that second item.
Just waiting for this next objective fight, because both of these big objectives coming up at exactly the same time is fantastic for Mad. They're the ones with Soul Point. They can give away a singular Drake, but if they manage to get themselves a Baron, they've already got an open front door to walk through.
Absolutely, but you have to look at the vision over on this top side from Weibo. Like, this is
That's a lot of Baron
huge
vision,
amount
yeah.
of vision in this area. There are just so many wards up there. So we'll see if Mad can kind of clear that out, can maintain vision. You know, they, I think, should be playing towards this Soul Wing condition. I think that almost secures it. When you're looking at how much damage Niski is doing, if you add in the Infernal Soul, it is going to get impossible, it feels like, for Weibo to do anything.
Oh, the Shy get a face check. There's a headbutt pulse, but the rest of the team are going to be there because that's
He's
just
ulting on them.
been the last bit of time with Weibo. Chasey looking for a flank angle, but Light is going to spot him immediately.
Alistar
Gets him
ult,
out of
Alistar
there.
ult.
Hillsong spotted on a ward. Now the volley's
No.
Might be cornered here. Another hit by
Stop
bomb
it!
is going to come through.
Oh, Deshaun!
Drinker comes down. He's staying alive for so incredibly long. Elyoya goes gold, and they're trying to
Deshaun!
keep alive with the hostile takeover.
He's doing so much work. Down goes Willy Wonka. Yes, he's dead. Kill Chasey.
And now Chasey nothing. He can Kazi's
Yes!
throw, staying alive.
Get Dragon, please.
Just dropping the flash
Hit
forward,
him.
and the Shy will
Wait,
finish it
can you
off.
end? Just end
It
it.
was not the target.
Yo, can you finish the
He needed
game?
a pick, man.
Run it
They all
down.
jump onto him and Weibo come out
No,
on
you
top.
can't. You
Yeah, they
can't.
push
Don't
out
get
mid,
too
they're gonna go
excited.
back towards the dragon, and they could probably
Get Drake.
the Baron off this as
Don't
well.
let him steal it.
They got shredded by the hostile takeover. Elyoya gonna look to try to steal
Yo,
this away. If he could
guys,
get it, would be
jungle's
massive.
alive.
Does have one pink ward, but can't do it
Hello.
too early, or it gives away that he's there.
Don't you fucking dare. Don't you
Does
fucking
time
dare.
it correctly. He's
Don't you
charging the
fucking dare.
ball breaker. Can he get in there? And the answer is no, because he doesn't even go for it. Didn't want to sacrifice himself for this because it would have meant Baron as well.
I think it might still mean Baron, but no, they're not actually going to attempt it. They're just going to take the reset.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think you're actually in a good spot here, Matt, as long as you don't overcommit to this.
The Shy.
You can see here, they all turn onto the Shy, but he managed to have the Sterix, the Gore Drinker, the Aatrox healing. There is so much that keeps him alive, and now you've all overcommitted way into the position for Weiwei, and Karzi's just playing catch-up this whole fight. You've got Chris and also the Callisto are doing so much work. There's little that you can do here as Matt.
And Crisp had a really nice R flash there to actually redirect it to get the right angle, to get it through those multiple members of Mad.
Nice.
Create that space for
Now
his
force
team.
Baron.
Look at the team fight damage from Light. If you
Now
create
force
space
Baron.
for this guy, he's going to make it work.
I saw you
And
miss that
Nicky on the
cannon,
other
idiot.
side
And that
got
creep.
nothing
What are you
done.
I
doing?
think it's
Wake
lack
up.
of patience from Mad. If you'd actually played that slow, draw Weibo into position where you can set up for flanks, that's perfect. Now, though, they do have those flanks, and Weibo needs to
Don't
be
aim.
careful.
Here's an opportunity.
Don't
for
aim
Mad
it.
to try and
Alistar, no
answer back
flash.
for Weibo Gaming already. The arrow is going to sail by majestically, but not going to get anything done. As Mad still trying to get in position, but Weibo Gaming just walk away. They're going to try and look for a better opportunity, find the opportune fight for themselves. This might be it. There's the Flash Magnus Storm. Only under 2, though, at this time, but there's the Fate's Call. They try and get him away once again as Weiwei is going to get executed. And now, with the amount of disengage that's happened, Mad have
Run, run.
And it's the Shy that's trying to desperately get something done here.
No, we stopped the Baron, we stopped the Baron.
Going to be utilized.
We stopped the Baron.
Forward, but that is just a clean pick onto the jungler.
You can base the TP if you want, Shahu.
And that's the patience I was talking about.
No
He,
flash.
though, needs to
No
get
flash,
down
no
off the
flash.
wall.
Oh dear, the Infernal
No
Chain's
flash.
gonna come down. He's just dead. He does manage to get a headbutt.
Nice.
But that is going to be it. He hasn't bought enough time, and Mad are going to have to back away from the Baron.
Chasey flash you.
The
All
Shy.
right, now it's the Shy.
The
that's
Shy.
in here. Fate's Call gets a knock up onto Kazi. The priority.
The Shy.
But Chasey is trying to get this one.
Get the
down.
Silas down, Willy Wonka.
But Niski is charmed and destroyed.
We have GA.
immediately.
The Shy.
Kazi goes all out. He's trying to get
I am
now.
the
Oh, he's going to get that one working. Chasey's going to fall down, and the Shy is just
The
too
Shy.
big to deal with.
Chasey tried to split up the fight, tried to take Light out of it, but the GA making the difference. The
Is it
big
over?
spot time. Shahu pushes
You
up
TP
mid.
back to Shy?
They're going to be able to take this tier 3
Push.
down in mid lane.
Push hard.
Weibo just straight
Push.
up outplaying
Push.
in the team fight.
Push.
Shy making it happen. Chris making
Push.
it happen. This team is
Keep pushing.
looking immaculate in the 5v5.
20 seconds.
And they're stepping forward. They want to close it out right now, Atlas.
And even with that first pick going off, is now Elyoya is just out of the
Down.
fight before he could even get it started. Hillsong, he is just going
That's right.
to fall, and the
That's
Nexus
right.
turrets will follow suit.
Shahu, you
It's
tried
a
your best.
double kill for
But
this
no,
duelist.
we're not losing the game.
11, 3,
Idiot.
And 8. He started with so much money, he only continued earning more as the Nexus goes down, and Weibo Gaming will take game 1.
Weibo showcased their 5v5 class.
That wasn't even
This
close.
team is incredible in the
That wasn't
team
even
fight.
close.
Most teams, I think, in the position that Mad was in would have crumbled against them. But the way that they navigate these 5v5s, the way
Not
that
even
they're
hard.
able to split it
Not
up
even close.
and make these skirmishes happen on both sides is really something to behold.
And massive plays, both from Shahu and
Not
Chris.
hard, not close.
Every time we saw Mad Lions going that step too far, taking the fight that bit too quick. It was a charm coming through from Shahu to keep Light safe. It was the Chris ultimate that was coming
Yo,
through
Dolch
as
with
well.
the 50
But I think
gifted.
we've talked enough.
Celebratory
We're gonna send
Euler.
to the
Yo,
test.
thank you for the
Hopefully
50
this
gift
is
subs.
the best time to try and explain that
You
one.
got it.
Away. We did it!
Oh my god.
Thank you so much. The Shy,
Weibo.
why do you keep doing it to us? Literally in those skirmishes, the fact that they couldn't kill him and that.
The
all
Shy.
this was and then, my God,
Vidius
I'm
is so mad.
frustrated.
Tell me how
It's
mad
so
you are,
annoying.
Vidius.
Caedrel, I don't even want to see you.
You're
It's
mad.
immediately
You're
want to
mad.
get into a replay that
You
I have
are
about
mad.
this Baron because it really encapsulates how chaotic this
Yeah.
game was. We're going to start off pause and we're going to talk about exactly how everything breaks down because remember at the start of this clip, Elyoya is dead.
How are we almost losing
and let's see exactly
to Mad Lions?
So the Shy is just kind of getting poked off
How?
on the side lane. The ultimate from Kazi has been used. We can roll the clip, production team. And you'll notice as well that like at the back of the pit, look at Chasey. So pause it right here. So at this point, Chasey is just walking into the backline and all 3 members get CC'd while the Shy is trapped.
How are
on the
we
back.
almost
Mad are actually
losing
going to do a
to
great job positionally, actually keeping Kazi safe, hitting onto the
Mad
backline.
Lions?
Niski working with his top laner to do as much damage
No
as
offense to Mad
possible.
Lions,
And
but
let's roll out the clip once
we're
again
here
as
to
they
win worlds,
isolate Weiwei
not
and
fuck
they get this
around.
initial kill. With the jungle
Maybe
gone
Mad
and the
Lions are
rest
really
of the
good.
Weibo trying to retreat
Maybe they're
from the
really
fight,
good.
Chasey once again with a great ultimate onto the Shy means that the Baron ends up getting stolen by the Ahri Q. But it's actually Mad that end up winning out in the fight. But 2 of the Barons still remain alive. And it was just like a
Maybe they're
great
really good.
representation of how chaotic this game was. Constant back and forth fights, skirmishes between the 2 teams, never really clear who walked away with an advantage.
I agree, and I think it also showcased
What the fuck
why
is
it
that?
so difficult. I'm gonna say now for the EU teams to beat LPL
Bro,
game, or LPL
that is
game in a single,
photoshopped.
game as well, because you need to have 100%.
What is my
focus
face? It looks like a
100% of the
rat.
time, and you need to squeeze
What the
percentage
fuck?
100% of the time. And Mad took their foot off the pedal for 1 second.
They may
How am I on the Lolly Sports Twitter? Yo!
was 9-0.
That's crazy.
They, I think, had a better scaling team.
Why'd you put?
But then the fights down the
Why'd you put a
stretch
picture of
went their
Xiaohu?
way. I thought there was a moment where
That guy was playing to
this
lose.
fight, they just all go onto the Shy, but he pops his Sterix, he pops his ult, he lives long enough, and then
Caedrel
specifically just
update.
flash
Bad
up,
combat
but he just
from
gets
Mad.
chain
Why
CC'd.
choosing the Shy? They have the
Renata
ability to win.
into Charm.
Clueless.
They can take the
They
most
never had that game in the.
powerful
They
unit
never had
on
that
the
game.
board off of Mad, and then Niski was unable to be effective in any of the future team fights either. Like he was
Clueless.
literally in the same sentence like MVP Niski.
Bro went from a
and then by the
caster
end of
to
the
a
game, he was like,
comedic
"Oh,
relief
How
character.
many times do Aatrox have to ruin our...
What is a
That's crazy.
comedic
Like,
relief?
This is 3.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you for counting,
there
Jack. I really
was-
appreciate that. No, we don't have to relive memory lane. It's okay. I'm fine with that.
Well, specifically, Aatrox actually did wonders for us. Wonders for us in the past. It was just
That's
the
true.
Shy.
Releasing emotional
It's-
tension
but,
of
like, when I saw
drama
them engage,
provided
I
by
think both you and I kinda
interposition
looked at each other and we
of
were
a
like,
comedic episode
and it's,
or
it's
element,
flashbacks all over again. We don't
temporary
care if
relief
it's
from
cheering back
tension
home, but
or to
it's,
intensify
it's
the
frustrating
dramatic action.
Because I was so optimistic that Matt had this in the bag. I felt like that they were picking
Can't you
good
say it
fights,
in
they were
English?
choosing good moments, they were trying to punish Weibo as best as they could, but it ended up just being about the Shy. In the last 2 team fights, it was his Aatrox that created the most chaos, the most problems, and Matt didn't have an answer.
And Xiaohu was like, all I need is 1 charm. I can be down.
So
10 deaths.
listen,
I don't care.
if they would have lost, if Weibo would have lost this game, I don't think Xiaohu would have mentally recovered from this. Because for those of you who don't
If
know,
Weibo
he
lost
used
this
to get
game, I would take the
absolutely
next taxi to the
eviscerated
arena
by Chinese social
and I
media
would
for
make them pause the
they
game to
had
sub me in, because
so
that's
far at this World
disgusting.
He's like,
Championship, and
thank you.
Getting solo killed by Niski 50 times in 1 game wouldn't have helped. Probably didn't help either, but they got the W.
Oh, it's crazy. But, I mean, I can't help but be, happy that it was a close game, because I actually wouldn't have given that to Mad before this series, right? Because they haven't really had a good World Championship yet against non-European teams. But as you say, mentally, kind of the idea
What the
of
fuck
you
is
get
that?
the advantage in the mid lane, that is huge. You actually make the right decisions. You get the
Bro.
picks. You actually out-team fight them for a fair margin, and then you don't.
What the fuck
This
is
Matt's
that?
problem, though, in the same
Yo.
thing as NRG. Some fights look really
What?
good, and others they just look very disjointed. Even in that mid fight that we saw, they were fighting 3 versus 5. Like, it's very frustrating.
It's
that,
funny
like,
to
I
tweet
feel
that, isn't
Niski's
it?
actually gonna have
But then
a very
Mad
good
lost.
tournament overall.
Ah,
But
now
Mad
what?
as a team is
It was not a potential
I think that
fraud.
ultimately comes back from something we hear from the coaching staff all the time.
That's not a potential
Haley and
fraud.
Elyoya, when they're on the same page, this team does seem like they are unstoppable, but the moment
Wait,
that they
let me get
lose
them
that
back.
synergy, everything falls apart, and it's super frustrating to watch because this was a super winnable game that they ended up losing.
They're on blue side.
Let me get them back. Hold up,
Again,
chat. We're gonna ratio them.
That makes sense that they would pick that. So yeah, let me know. Is there anything? It's weird because like, do you have to change anything? No, really. You know.
I don't think so. I think
ban Aatrox.
the Niski's champion pool from when he won the MVP, one of those champions was Silas. I think he could literally continue trying to run that back, but the hardest thing to mentally recover from is when you are the underdog in a series, and then you're in a winning
Help me.
position, and then you lose. It's like the most nasty combination. Because
So
if you
dirty.
get blown out, you think, well, maybe we just need to have a good early game, because this is a game where they're going to feel like everything went right, and it still wasn't enough. It's just incredibly deflating, and it will make it all the more impressive.
Help me,
if
help
you're able
me.
to come back.
It
Help
definitely
me.
will, but it's the Shy's Aatrox once again demolishing the hopes of an LEC
Help me.
team. And thanks to Emily Rand, we have a special version of Draw My Life, the Shy Edition.
Draw my LPL life. The Shy. The Shy began his pro career as a streamer for Team WE before he was age eligible to play in the LPL. Prior to his highly anticipated LPL debut with Invictus Gaming in 2017, he amassed a following from streaming and from solo queue. The Shy's bold and volatile style has inspired other top laners worldwide. Some say he transformed the LPL top position. While on Invictus Gaming, the Shy helped lead his team to an LPL title in 2019 spring and a World Championship title in 2018. The Shy fun facts. In the LPL, the Shy is sometimes called Big Brother Shy as a play on words for handsome guy. The Shy is friends with and went to the same school as Team Liquid's Summit. He enjoys ARAMs. I just woke up when I recorded this! The Shy's volatility has earned him die-hard fans all over the world, although at sometimes his risky plays have cost him. With weibo gaming one match loss away from elimination at Worlds, it's up to the Shy and his team to step up and showcase what everyone knows that they're capable of. What do you mean quest giver? Bro, shut up. Everyone like this tweet. Like it. They say whoever likes this gets blocked. Let's all get blocked. Come. Everyone get blocked. Everyone get blocked. Get blocked. They won't do it. They're pussies. They won't block anyone. They won't block anyone. Ow. There it is! Look at them! They're such legends! I knew they were legends. Ratio supporter, Weibo Gaming, that's right. My goats. Good job. Take him out. Take him out.
Bringing in a new roommate to save money, is that the plan?
Say hi to Glenn from work.
Yeah, I think I have a much better plan. We switched to my plan from Verizon.
The fuck is that?
That's a good plan. Glenn.
Get my plan starting at just $25 when you bring your own phones. Plus, save when you add perks like the Disney Bundle. It's your Verizon.
Check PSG's tweet.
Let's go!
That's horrible. Yo, that's horrible. What the fuck? This is a banger. It's a banger. Check what? Wait, they blocked me! G2 blocked me on Twitter. Bro, they're such pussies. They can't handle the ratio. They just got taken out. They're so mad. They're so mad. What is this? They'll unblock me when they can win worlds. Yo, G2, unblock me when you win worlds, okay? Wait, what is this medic tweet? I just went on Caedrel's stream, and I can't hear his mic at all, but caster audio is fine. Zero. Wait, G2 Esports is in the chat. G2 Esports says you're staying blocked then. Wait, so you just... Wait, so G2 just admitted that they're never winning Worlds. Oh, Wunder, wait, what the fuck? That tweet is offensive to me? Yeah, Wunder, you were just collateral. I'm sorry. Yeah, it wasn't meant for you. You were just collateral. Hey, Wunder, I'm sorry. Wunder, I'm sorry. Ooh. 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 Carrier.
Hey guys, it's Blabber here. Hey guys, my name is Contrax. I'm the jungler for NRG. Hello, I'm Oscarinin, WN for Fnatic.
저는 럭스를 제일 좋아하고 그 다음은 쓰레쉬입니다.
My favorite champs to play are probably Cassante and Renekton right now. My favorite champion is Nidalee. Well, my favorite champion to play right now is definitely Talia.
My favorite champion to play is Lee Sin. It's nice that they got all the Worlds players involved in that content piece.
To the Oppo cam. And gentlemen, it is time to head towards game number 2. Weibo Gaming just barely managing to...
Do we have to?
Yeah, I was like, I was looking into your eyes as I was throwing my point over, and all I saw was sadness.
We were looking so good.
What the fuck is that?
Going so well.
What the fuck was that?
Look,
yo!
honestly, I think great showing from genuinely, I was super impressed. But I think, as we kind of alluded to at the end of the last game, it just came down to those 5v5s.
What the fuck was that?
Positioning better. They were setting up so Chris could have these big ultimates.
Yo!
Just weren't ready to contest them.
Someone clip it!
For a long time, personally, that Renata is criminally underrated.
What? Did that say Gangnam Station?
Strong. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Almost every team is drafting dive, though, right? It's like every game is a dive game. So I do really like it.
We were actually quite perplexed when we saw T1's first game, where they just insta-locked Ashe Renata. Maybe it's telling us a little bit about what's been happening in scrims behind closed doors with a few of these picks that have been very,
Have you seen this man? Last seen Gangnam Station.
Kalista has certainly been
Purchasing a pack of doubters. Ain't no way, Lil Bro Gaming taking L.
But into it, you can just do exactly the lane we were talking about.
Renata Ashe, yeah, exactly. I think it would be really strong. Draven would be pretty hype. We'll see what they end up actually locking in here. Rumble is available. Xayah is banned out, as is the Orianna, but to me, Renata makes so much sense here. You don't have to draft your AD on 2, obviously. You can take a contested pick like the Rel, draft your AD on 3, try to get a winning 2v2. And I just feel like if Kalista's not enabled in the 2v2, this pick has so little value.
Alright, focus up. The job's not done.
It's much harder.
They still got blue side,
damage out because you're so low range, you're so
and we still have Xiaohu, so they can win.
In the mix of things, so if you don't have that winning 2v2, Matt is gonna have to do an incredible job of creating space for Carzzy when it comes time to team fight.
Well, I mean, it could be just the same idea they went for last time. Go for the buy, go for Niski on this Sylas.
They have to play Ashe on 3. They have to play Ashe on 3 or they're crazy.
Make a place happen there, but
I think the Fizz is the angle.
Oh, maybe they can play Sylas now?
For sure locking it in.
Yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense. You get so much mid-priority in the early game. All jokes aside, it's going to be the Ahri Vi. Tale as old as time as far as pick combos are concerned.
But is it just me, or is that such a grief in a Renata?
Aphelios.
You're going hardcore single-target pick against a champion that has bailout. To me, when you play against Renata, you need AoE. When you play against Renata and Zillion,
I want to see Blitzcrank Ben.
You need AoE damage.
Blitzcrank Nautilus.
To be able to make those decisions very, very difficult.
So and weibo,
really
and Mad will ban.
Mad basically
What?
themselves
Sylas?
in the first 3 picks.
I don't know.
Sylas
Rumble.
They can just get their support pool banned out as well. So it's like you're gonna have a losing 2v2. You're gonna be 5v5ing with Vi Ahri into Renata Rel. I don't know, man.
I mean, especially when you're going to be able to, as you say, like take away some of the support picks. You've now got this Aphelios who, yes, will struggle a little bit.
Imagine being G2 Esports and getting ratioed and then banning me on Twitter.
Well.
Yeah, blocking me.
You've already dove yourself in on top of them, so now the fellas just gets the free hit the entire time the rest of Mad lines are CC.
When is he even going to struggle in the 2v2 if you ban out some of these aggressive picks, right? Because if it's just Hilly on something like the Alistar again, you have no prio.
Did
it
they?
doesn't
Yeah,
matter
they blocked
if
me.
the 1v1 is advantageous for the ADC because the support
Oh, Talia
is
ban's
generally
good,
what
actually.
drives that early laning phase. We saw it from Chris last
No,
time.
it's a banter
He's
block. It's a
standing
banter
past
block.
the wave,
Don't worry.
1v2ing,
Me and
right?
G2 are tight.
You can't really do much about that.
We go
as
way
Carzzy
back.
on
We went to
this
school
pick,
together.
Unless they have some sort of an angle. So I'm really curious to see what that final ban is. I don't think you care about Alistar
Nautilus
at
ban.
all,
Nautilus.
as evidenced by this final
Whoa.
game.
Ooh,
So I
Pike
feel
ban
for
actually
a
really good
versatility
against
pick.
Hilly.
One of his kind of old school specials is that
Good-
Pike
good
he's
ban.
known for. So they take away those high variance, all-in style champions.
And the first thing that I thought about was the fact that Rakan is still up and available, right? Has been extraordinarily
Nico
high
ban. They should ban Nico,
priority.
Mad
But I really
Lions.
like that Weibo
They're
decided
crazy
not
if they
to
don't ban
that one
Nico.
away because you can crush that lane in the 2v2. Yes, in team fights, Rakan is always
no
going
Nico
to be
ban.
good, but this
No
sets them
Nico
up
ban.
for that early
Xiaohu.
game
Does Xiaohu
power
play
that they've
Nico?
been
I don't
playing
even
around
fucking know.
so much.
If he
So I
locks in
really
a
like
Kali
that.
or some
Silas
shit, I'm
is gonna
done.
be taken away here from Xiaohu. And Niski, of course, not going to be playing that as he's on the other side of the matchup this time around. Let's see what Light is going to lock away.
Don't pick Yone. If he picks Yone, it's open. I swear to God, if you pick Yone. The Shy's smiling. Did Xiaohu say Yone? Convince him out of it. Convince him.
Like, you get the opportunity to look for fish for some of these hooks. You're not
Oh, we blind Rumble because we can't pick mid yet because we're too scared. Don't worry, the Shy will take it. Don't worry, he'll pick Rumble. Don't worry, he'll carry blind. Don't worry.
How do you win against this? Like, even with just the 4 picks, how do you win against this in a 5v5? Xiaohu's going to have final pick as it looks
We
like.
don't
ask these questions.
Exit the draft. Exit the draft. That's
Mad
how we do it.
dodged the draft.
Congratulations. Let's have a remake now.
Yeah.
Did we?
2-0.
Yes,
We
I
for
think
sure
Plane.
dropped out. That's why it dropped
Airport.
out. So there must
Now.
be some sort of an error with one of the picks or something.
Yes, we will be replaying that entire draft. That is not how you get to do redo pick and ban. It's not how that one works. These picks have been locked in.
Wrap it up.
It looks like
just
something
this one
has
time.
gone
It was a
little
good
bit-
try, though.
Wrap it up.
Respect.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta take any opportunity you can find, you know. But that's what we're gonna go for. So just going to get back.
Look at all those
into the draft.
Weibo signs. Hell yeah.
We will have exactly the same picks sorted out. And what
Hell
is
yeah,
the-
look at all those Weibo
what's
signs.
the optimal pick that Xiaohu can get to make this team?
Let's
as
go
good as
mad,
possible?
upset Caedrel?
That's my
What?
question, because he doesn't play all
who the
that
fuck
many
kicked him
I
out?
guess Jace kind of stands out with the fact that you probably want to mix up your damage.
I mean, you could do
Bro,
Jace,
why
but
are
you
these
also have a
shut
tremendous
up.
amount of physical damage, obviously, from the
Why
bot lane.
is that-
So even if they go
why-
an AP heavy
why is
top
it-
side, as
Oh,
long as
that's
they
the
have
person that
4
came to the
five,
fan
I'm
meet
not super
with the
worried.
crisp
So
shirt.
if I'm him, I'm just picking
Crisp
to
shirt.
not lose the 1v1.
Imagine having a-
because I feel
imagine
like
having a
the
crisp
other 4
shirt.
picks have
What
almost
was she
guaranteed
doing?
you win 5v5 already. I think Matt is really going to be in tough. You can't even get any sort of an advantage.
You get
with
5
the top
options
lane
for a
pick, because
Weibo
there's not
jersey and you
really
chose
any amazing
Crisp.
answers to Rumble. Like, there's no, haha, I got you, you blinded Rumble. I picked this. That is going to lose. So
it's definitely not
tough.
Jax. We figured that
Win
one
for
out.
Caedrel.
We have seen
Yeah.
Becton do
Wait, I
okay.
signed his
Nar's
jersey.
alright.
I signed his
Nar's
his
alright. I
jumper.
think there are picks that can be okay, but
He
they
came
are
to the
tough.
fan meter.
It's definitely a bit of a tricky one. And with 2 picks to go here for Mad, it is really difficult
What's the
to
code,
get yourself into a better position. But Dagda, you know, you've got to know, right?
I'm thanks. I'm
He
curious.
knows.
I'm curious if it is a Kennen angle for Chasey. Maybe you actually go. You can like 1v1 eventually the Rumble.
Kennen
you can
angle?
still have a lot of distance for going into the back line. And if you can maybe set up for
Bro,
different angles of attack
stop
there,
ed-
maybe that's an angle.
Stop editing
but
this shit now.
honestly,
Yo,
yeah,
leave it
this
alone.
draft is
What
a
are you
trophy
doing, man?
by every shape.
What the fuck is
And
that?
the
What the fuck is
It's
that?
not a
Please
combo
don't
that you're
want
looking
that
for.
You guys are mental.
We've seen wombo combos here today. That is definitely one on the negatives list. Unless you're a Weibo fan, in which case you're having a very, very
guys
good
are
time. Of course, this will be the 3rd time that the
I
Giants
can't believe
played
this shit, man.
the Rumble, unless they're going to do some weird stuff and flex at mid lane, but I don't think that's what's going to happen.
And to be fair, you can never count
There's
a team
no
out
way.
from the draft. The draft gives you advantages. It does not play the game for you. If Mad
you,
do
Isaiah.
get ahead, there's the ability to kind of run over one of these games, right? We saw how far they got ahead through mid lane. If you can get the Ahri Vi ahead, if you can play
Fuck 'em!
from that position of power, maybe you can just overwhelm them with the amount of dive that they can draft and really kind of, you know, at that certain point, hey, if there's an overwhelming amount of dive, overwhelming amount of damage, the bailout doesn't always save you. So there are definitely angles for Mad to get things done, but if I was playing, you know, one side of the draft or the other, I almost don't even care what the final picks are. I'm so heavily favoring what Weibo
G2
have gotten
diss track
because I just think
inbound.
It has ease of execution. It has winning 2v2 bot, basically almost guaranteed, and it has top lane that's going to have push almost guaranteed, and you have counter pick in mid. So you're really in tough.
Yeah. Speaking of tough, we have done some investigating, and it showed that Weibo Gaming was hovering Nico, and that pick will be locked. The lobby is being remade with the same pick.
I told you I'll pick Nico.
So it's not Rumble, it is Nico. So Nico was actually disguised as Rumble in pick and ban, which is really cool. Not only inside the game can you be a different champion, but in the draft as well. But you're not allowed to be, so we're going to remake it.
So that's the Xiaohu answer then. So Xiaohu was picking on 4, and they're leaving the top lane pick for the Shy to 5.
The Shy,
Interesting,
not Shy.
If you're not willing to go towards a Jason and worry about the mixed
the.
damage, then hey, there are going to be a lot more AD options, I think, that are up there for the Shy. So that does make some sense. But now, you know, maybe you're going to have a better time in that top lane if you're not having to deal with the Rumble.
Yeah, I mean, you can try and take it away for yourself as well. Maybe Jason wants to go towards that. But yeah, I mean, honestly, my biggest worry was having that Rumble alongside a Rel Ultimate. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of opportunities for Weibo to still play a lot of that disengage style. At least it's not going to be as.
Wait, we're back in.
here,
We're back in.
but,
We're in deep.
Yeah, I
What is
mean,
it? Blitzcrank Nautilus,
Blitzcrank
Pike Bands with Nico?
That gives you another combo that you can try and play through. Now, obviously, you're still.
Chasey will pick Rumble. So they're picking Nico because the Shy has an answer to.
I think it might be a Silas ban, and it is. We're back into the
Has an
draft,
answer to
of course,
Rumble.
as it will be a Nico locked in next, and then we will go about the
It's
draft.
Aatrox
So
again, isn't it?
There it is. So Nico not
Or is it
transforming
Jax?
to Rumble this time.
Yep, so Nico does get locked in. I think double AP solo laners is totally fine for Mad because you have Kalista and you have Vi, right? So you have enough physical damage. I think it's absolutely fine. I just really want to see what is Hilly going to draft because if he can't give something that makes me believe they can win 2v2, I have so many concerns. for this
Blind
Mad draft.
Cassante.
Soraka would be really interesting and would be able to draft 2v2, so I think this is a great
Soraka,
pick.
tie for your
really strong in
LP.
lane.
Thank
It
you.
is
Thank you
Cassante
for the win.
blind, so it's probably just the
Yo,
Aatrox,
pick,
I'm assuming, into the
pick.
top lane again. But
No, don't pick Quinn, you
this,
fucking.
This is going to mean so
fucking
much in
degenerate,
that
don't
bot
pick
lane. It's
Quinn.
all about the Soraka. It's all about
Just pick
can you
Aatrox
hit
again.
those Qs because not only are you
No,
getting
don't
damage,
pick
you're
Jackson.
getting
No, don't play Renekton, please. You played it
as well,
every
if
game in
you have
regionals. You
these drivers as
yeah,
well, get that
Aatrox,
Soraka ult
yeah.
to try and keep them up and
Yeah.
topped up as they go in. Maybe you can get a couple of heals.
Nice!
I mean, it is going to be very tough. I think this
Okay,
is
chat,
definitely
you know the
something
drill.
where
You can use your tier 1 or Twitch
try and
Prime to
smash
avoid
bot lane.
ads throughout the
Let's try
entire
and have
world,
that
and you can
bolt
avoid
crack
them
answer.
every
We
time
need
draft
a
ends or
loyal
before
player
draft,
at
and
this
you'll
point
never
to
get ads, and
They
you'll
just
never get
needed
ads
the
during the
pick
game.
that
I
went
promise,
2v2.
no matter
You don't
what.
have a
Even
pick
if you
that
don't sub,
wins
you're gonna get
2v2.
ads.
Good
And
luck. There's just
mods
no
are
way,
gonna
right?
drop
You
the
have
Gamba. You
losing
can also
lanes
press
kinda
follow,
across the board, so
which
Hilly
also does
pulls
something
out. We have to see if it works.
to help
It's kind of
with
that
something.
EU classic. We
It
have
is.
seen some
But
Soraka do really well for
I don't know
a
what it
number
is,
of different players.
but
Trimi's
it
one
might
of the
work.
guys that I think of more recently. But Soraka definitely can be very strong. That being said, if you fall behind, it can be really tough to kind of have value. So I agree. It's got to be all about bot lane. Maybe you get Niski ahead and then you try to move that.
All right,
down
well,
towards bot, but Carzy and Hilly
Weibo
must
doesn't
win,
have
it
that
feels
much
like.
damage, I think.
It's
If they
gonna be
don't
the
get the
first
right
time
kind of
we're gonna
fight,
see
they
Soraka
don't get
in
nothing.
Worlds as well. So Hilly making the debut, the Unicorn Lady. See whether it is going to work out. Of course, like you say, you need to fight for 2v2. This is probably the best shot that they're going to have. Caedrel, of course, pretty good.
Everyone
playing
put
with
your points on
Soraka
Weibo.
alongside
If you
his
all in
Kalista.
Mad on points,
See whether
there's
it's gonna be
actually a
enough to
bot
get
that
Mad over
bans
the
you
line
permanently
here
from the
in
chat.
game number 2. They have to win 2 in a row to be able to stay alive here at Worlds. Otherwise, a loss here, they will be going home. Weibo Gaming will be moving on to that 2-2 match. So much volatility as you get further on in the tournament. That will give them a shot at qualifying to the knockout stage.
Ow.
They definitely have a good shot of making that run if they are able to do it here. They're going to be one of those teams that people are going to be terrified of.
Oh yeah.
You know, in this lower bracket of making that run. There's some really strong teams that are already down there, and it's only going to get harder as we move forward towards that 2-2 mark.
All right, let's get it.
Where there's going to be so
All
many
in
tough
Mad.
teams.
Well, it's not going to be an Infernal Soul.
Weibo Jayo, that's right. Keep screaming it. Keep screaming
Remember
it.
to connect your League of Legends account with Prime Gaming. Grab the exclusive experimentation emote.
Have you done it yet?
Weibo
Have I done it
Jayo.
yet? Yeah, no, I did it immediately. Got to make sure that I can
job.
represent my Heimerdinger. Because, you know, I'm a big fan of Pastry Time.
Okay,
and
so,
Heimerdinger
this game-
was the champion that he famously knew all of the ability names for.
Yo, thank you for
I
the 10
made
bucks,
sure
Wadling.
that I
Thanks
did
for making
not
League
learn
entertaining.
Heimerdinger's
much love,
turret
man.
name
Minus
and
10.
stuff like that, because it's all just
Oh, I have
Minus
no
10.
idea.
gibberish.
Yeah.
I made sure I didn't. So
How
that
is
his
Mad up
legacy
100
would
gold
live on
already?
as being
Cringe
the
game.
guy that
Did
knew
Hilly get some
Heimerdinger.
support stacks or
That's
what?
true friendship, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
that's how that one goes.
Also laziness, but mostly friendship.
No, all
No,
friendship
it's, and
all the
it's
time.
a good excuse for laziness, Zale, and you have to be creative
Even
to
better.
make sure you can live with yourself for those levels of laziness. I was trying
It's okay,
to
we can
segue
win.
it, but I don't think you can segue lazy.
I got
into
copyright
this
strike.
game because
And
everyone.
these players aren't lazy. Let's get on to the ring.
Hey, there we go. We just did the opposite.
My editor put a Caedrel reacts to the Heartsteel song, and then they instantly DMCA'd me for
Is
it.
Kazi representing Bang towards the bottom side? I think he might be. Using
Fuck!
the CT skin.
Okay, this mid matchup is really good for
Quite
Nico.
a few of those. Okay. Let's see how this early lane goes. As already, Xiaohu is trading with Niski. Blooming Burst not going to do too much.
Nico should
Just
win
one
this
tick.
lane and get the push.
Still pretty even as far as these trades are concerned.
Every time I see Nico versus Ari,
We'll
Nico
see. And
stomps.
Niski get the same kind of
And
lead
has
that
push.
he got in the last game, this time on the Ari.
It's a big ask. He had a monstrous lead, went godlike early on that Silas, and was playing so well around mid lane, but nicely timed on the E there.
He
from
done it
Chris.
10 again and
Wanna
said
use that
minus
E
20.
reactively as the Soraka Q comes through, but really anytime you're playing against Soraka, it's just all about how many Qs can you dodge, because the trades go so health positive when you hit one, because you're dealing damage and getting all the health back.
Shut up, Jeb.
It also amplifies the healing on your W, so it's all about how many of those can you dodge.
Yep, really nice. Speaking of dodges from Chasey there towards the top side, the Shy not going to be able to hit that Q, and therefore the Cassante able to win out in the trade.
Yeah, I want to see, though, how we're actually going to get this played from Mad Lions, because ideally I'd love to see them, hey, we get push, let's go into the enemy jungle, get some vision,
Okay.
down, allow Karzi and Hilly to try and
We're
play
getting
this.
blasted
They
on
actually-
sides,
they're running
but it's
two
fine.
sweepers on both jungle
Right.
and support, and they've already used their ward
Right.
as well. So for Mad Lions, you're going to be a little bit blind
Nice hit.
on this bottom side to actually try and get that vision down, but at least at the moment, Elyoya will be down on the spot lane, and we already know that Weiwei loves to go for these early ganks, so we'll have to see if that's maybe something he wants to try and go for.
Well, so far it is just Weibo Gaming weathering the storm. Decent little
Okay,
silence there.
5 CS down, Top's catching. Vice full clearing, and so is Rel. Bot Crab's basically... Bot Crab's basically unfightable.
Into Soraka often just feels
Unless...
bad, unless you can kill her. There's just a fair bit of extra sustain.
Nico
in
can
that
hover.
lane. Having a look over here, you can see Vision in the river. Weiwei is
Don't
going
jump
to
over,
possibly
Weiwei.
just crash on top of it.
Well, he's going to see Elyoya. He's going to be spotted on that ward now, so now he could look for a lane gank potentially.
Can fight him, can fight him.
Or could wrap around and look for Elyoya, but instead it is
Well, that
just
Crab...
gonna be the Scry's
we can
Blue.
fight it. Crab's on the top side, but Hilly can move first. Who wins 1v1? I have no idea. I guess Elyoya wins the long fight. Krispy Kreme, don't int.
There's 2v2 and 1v1 happening at the same time. That silence
Can we get the Krabby Patty?
though, as well as the Starfall landing.
No heal, no
Also,
heal.
gonna get pushed back
No heal.
by the handshake, but you can see the junglers are going to disengage. Mad might need to hold off.
Yeah, a little bit of a mid-push diff there. I was a little bit nervous for Elyoya. As you can see, the Xiaohu had already started to try and push over, so Elyoya have to
You have a
make
kill
the
here,
down
maybe?
towards the bot
On
side,
level
go for
5?
Dragon Pit, but not really in a position to
I think he has a
contest
kill
that.
here.
He's going to reset now and try and go for that top side scuttle as well. But honestly, you may see the contest
Close.
here, especially the Shy trying to get onto Chasey who has no mana.
Level 5, maybe?
Yeah,
Full
he's
send?
gonna land the chains.
I see
Will
it.
be pulled back, but doesn't have any more cooldowns,
Maybe if he goes-
so he'll be fine. Manages to get the cannon as well. If you've been to the Church of Doran, you know
Oh!
that they're not actually
Oh!
very useful at all. As oh my
Oh,
goodness, the
Xiaohu.
Blooming Burst hits 2, doesn't get the 3rd. Wouldn't have quite been enough, but Niski I think is going to have to go home.
Very likely. It's going to have to be really careful about Xiaohu. And this trading is...
Where is he going?
Because as you say, JC really
Go for it, go for it, go for it. Don't be a
Biscuit, I
pussy.
think,
Oh
there,
my
because
god. If this was LPL regular season, he would have all in them there.
Cassante's mana costs are
What's he
ridiculous.
doing? Just hit him.
Just a little bit. That Q is kind of disgusting when you're able to spam it like that, but I mean, still, the Shy doing a good job of keeping control up there. Scuttle Crab just ended up going
Oh,
to the
Xiaohu,
Wow.
he's murdering
He
him.
just came back.
And he also didn't get all of his health back.
I told you
Trying
this
to make
matchup
sure
is
that
so
he got
annoying for
back
Ari.
as quickly as possible to get the extra experience. And so Niski now at 50% as he heads home. And Xiaohu, every bit of damage he can get is pretty much free value as the cleanse is going to be used here. But now Crisp is in trouble. He has to use his flash. And you'll
Is
take
it me or
that
does the
trade
game
from
look a little
Mad.
bit FPS-y?
Things are getting
I
pretty
don't get it.
awkward for Weibo down on the spot side. They need some sort of coverage because they haven't been able to get the wave in. You could see earlier, Hildy and Karzi were just holding that wave. They know they have the advantage in the 2v2. This is going to stack and bounce eventually, so I think they may just be taking a recall here, but with Elyoya moving down, they could be in trouble.
Yeah, I think they need Elyoya to push.
Oh!
There's the kill.
Oh, the Pop Blossom does
Get him,
come
baby!
through. Xiaohu's looking for it. Niski not going to take too much damage here because of
Oh,
course, he doesn't have all of his
close.
items yet. Niski is still going to have to flash away from it.
Nicely done there by Xiaohu to get the play onto Niski.
Come,
Use
gang,
the
come,
level
come,
6
come,
advantage,
come.
but
Yeah, yeah,
Elyoya
come.
now in this bot side, there's the CC.
Kazi in trouble.
Weiwei's
was
here.
working in the brush, and now the Volt Breaker will be turned around. Never mind, he's back in onto Weiwei, taking a fair bit of damage. Kazi
Yo, guys,
needs to be careful with the
guys,
silence onto
we're
3
fine,
is
right?
massive. Just going to get Weibo out of here for now.
Elyoya needed to be down here because he still had
Krispy
that
Kreme?
Gravitum gun to set up onto Karzi, who has no
Oh,
clear.
the flash falling
Oh.
through the pierce.
He's gonna die.
And there's
Fuck him.
As well. Red White comes in, the ball break is
That's
decent.
right.
That is gonna be first blood. The bailout is in as well. It's not quite gonna be enough.
Yo,
Though, as Elyoya
light.
picks up
Okay.
the double.
Worth.
One as well, though, and it is just a bloodbath in the bottom
Maybe.
lane.
I mean, the kill going across the line is huge. Carzy thought he had the play, but as I was just
I don't
saying,
know.
the Graviton
Is it worth
still
it?
up for light. He has no cleanse on Carzy. He goes to play, it fails, and
The
immediately
shy.
turn that around.
Yeah, he's trying to look for that big play, flashing in for the Q. Unfortunately, this time, the light at the end of the tunnel played for weibo and crushed you as you went
Why are you saying
in.
F?
We got to watch it one more time. I mean, I like this initial trading here, utilizing the Soraka. Big silence comes through. They get some really good chip damage. Light is completely but then it's Carzy who tries to go big here, gets the level up, flashing forward, does not connect. Would have been really close. I think he likely would have had it, but then no flash, no cleanse. We're back to
Whoa,
live.
Crisp.
Crisp is just going to get punched. That is going to be the kill.
Yow! What is he doing?
I think, as we came out of the replay, Xiaohu, Niski not going to have the charm at this point in time. Xiaohu's offering back a lot of damage in the mid.
This will give
Now we
control
lose
to Carzy
Drake.
to go for this dragon, though. They already have the push in bot side now.
Or
Crisp isn't there.
are you just gonna walk in?
Wait. He still wants to try and fight this with
Oh,
Xiaohu.
yeah, we are.
Ultimate is
Our
just about to
dragon.
tick back up for Xiaohu.
Yeah, they're going to have to get out of their light here by himself towards the bottom side. And you can see Chris making his way back in. Chasey with a very
Yo,
large
get off
to
him.
deal with. Just Shy is being thrown
Oh,
around like a
clean.
ragdoll a little bit. But it is
Don't
Chasey
get
that
Q3'd.
is worse for wear
The Shy?
under this turret. Shy having
Our
a
dragon.
really good
Nice.
day today. And that is going to be the Drake secured by Weibo Gaming.
The Shy making such a big difference in that last game. Him and Chris, even though it was
He's
Light picking up
bodying
all those kills,
Chasey.
those were the two biggest difference makers for me in the 5v5.
Just give him Aatrox every game. He looks like he's pretty good at it. Look at those trades.
Again. And we talked about Mad really needing to win that bot lane 2v2. They were winning out in pressure, but the fact that Light got a kill and
They're even? No, they're not. The Shy's up 3
3
CS actually. 2 CS actually. 1 CS. He's actually up 1 CS.
Doesn't really mean much because it's not going to amount to a goal lead.
Well, we're looking for that cease and desist from Elyoya. Light just playing right on the edge of the range.
can't
Still
even get
has
over that
flash
wall. It's too
available.
fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think at this stage it's just a case of, hey, we can help here, maybe look for a pick, but help Crash, but he's now left. And Weiwei's now in the area.
Wait. Don't forget they have Kalista ult. Don't go on Soraka. They have Kalista ult. Carzy, come here, Carzy. Come here. Double kill. Double stun. Double win 2-0. What the hell? Yeah, what the hell? What the hell? Bro, what the fuck is that Kalista Soraka lane? The Shy is fine. He will soak the pressure of the Avengers. Look at that! 3v1, stand still.
Hey, at least you managed to get Elyoya who can start up the Rift Chart on
Yo, you have
Jake
Ignite,
back,
Crisp.
but Hilly, you already stuck around.
Oh, that was clean!
What are you doing, Hilly? That's 2
Bang!
games in a row!
It's flashback.
He broke the stream. Yo, Riot, I want to watch the game.
Sticking around, trying to create
Hello? What's happening?
golden
What's happening? The stream is bugged.
play again, sticking around, trying to grease
Is it
for some
just me?
golden experience there at no health. Gives over another kill, and it's to Light, plus the plate, plus the CS denial. Light is now going to be miles ahead.
And he's on an Aphelios.
Yeah. This
Oh,
was
I have
one
chat
thing
on.
working here for Matt is he's lying in wait. Handshake was nice, but there's nowhere for
the chat is blasting me.
Great pick from Mad Lions to try and set this up, but this here is just greedy from Mad Lions from start to finish. You want to guarantee the wave crash, but honestly, that's too big of a wave to try and hold anyway. So they could have just backed away, fought, and then come back to lane in a good spot, but because they stuck around to try and get that extra little bit of damage, Weibo were able to get
Big pace
with
in
a
bot.
really good
Yo,
gank
the
time
Shy,
from
what are
Weiwei.
you?
Now Chasey,
Looking for an opportunity. He's pulled
Stop
back by the
ganking
Now
top.
Elyoya is going to smite the Shy. The Shy trying to take this.
Stop.
It's just gonna be a punch to the
Leave
head.
him alone. What is wrong with
Here.
you?
Good gank there from Elyoya in top lane.
And that's nice. That's something they get out of that earlier play. They forced his flash, they forced his ulti on that play, so there's the follow-up. He just got back to lane, does die. Chasey's going to be able to push in. He already got one plate off the earlier play, and now with the Sheen can whack away, potentially grab a second plate up on that top side, but Xiaohu's pushing up through mid. He has a significant advantage there, and they have that advantage down on bot side, so the Cassante being a bit ahead, it's nice, but is it enough?
Wait.
Just have to see. Is Hylissang is going to find Weiwei.
Oh, we need
He
the 2
gets
exits?
Crash down, not going to be silenced for quite long enough. And now Chris not going to get any handshakes from over the wall. Weibo just going to settle for some shellfish and go about their business. Looking at the top of the screen, a very slight advantage here for Weibo Gaming in the end. And still holding on. Similar feeling to what we saw last game as JC manages to get all out of the turret, and that's going to spell the demise of the Shy.
There you go.
I, for one, am shocked
Big
that
pace now?
Cassante was able to do that. I've never seen like that before from Cassante, but Ayoya, great timing there, moves up into the top side to try and help finish that one off. The Shy get invaded just a little bit. If you want, Ayoya gonna make it happen again.
Yeah, if you want, I can introduce you to
-1
Showmaker.
this
He has
quick.
A lot of things to say about Cassante. It's pretty good.
Nice, Xiaohu. Now base and
Xiaohu's
TP.
gonna connect.
Base TP, Proto Belt Dragon in 1 minute. The Shy push top, don't die.
Ayoya also
Or let
4
wave come to
kills
you,
here
doesn't
now
matter.
on the Vi, so he'll have to do a lot of the heavy lifting because he's gotten every single kill for Mad. Does have that early mythic, but Weiwei on the other side has his completed as well and is hovering again around this bottom side. They're just denying Carzzy as this win condition. They're trying to hold him down.
But it feels very similar to last game, right? Where
Oh, look at
Light
mid.
has the
Mad
lead.
want to dive mid, I think.
See whether they can make it happen.
Why is it...
out of the teleport?
I hate this fucking player. I hate it.
Feels very similar to
I
last
hate
game,
it.
right?
I
Where
hate
Light
it.
has the
Mad
lead.
want to dive
I
mid,
hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Mad want to dive mid, I think.
So whether they can make it happen is immediately out of the teleport. Xiaohu is going to be jumped.
Now we catch up, and then we're fine from now on.
Dive heavy on Mad. You've got Light that you need to try and take down. Yes, you've got good opportunities to try and go for it, but we've seen how good Chris can
It
be in this.
automatically
Xiaohu
swapped
even
to
having the
auto.
extra little bit of, hey, I'm going to buy space for Light. It feels very, very difficult.
I can't
for
watch
Mad,
on Twitch
even
because I'm in
with the
Korea.
tools that
I
Ayoya
can't
has
watch on Twitch
to
because I'm in
try
Korea.
and
I'm
turn
sorry
this
for ruining immersion. I'm sorry. I can't watch on
now,
Twitch. I'm
just
in Korea.
Holding the battle lines between these two teams. Nothing in the lead for anyone outside of the one Infernal Drake. Next Dragon going to be.
If I get
8
YouTube
seconds
Premium, does
time.
it help?
It's gonna be a Chemtech. See whether Mad can even that one out as well.
Yeah, Mad would love to get a kill into a Herald drop, get some sort of significant
No?
reward, and that's
Okay,
why I kind
fuck
of
it
thought
then.
they were going to be looking for that dive around mid, because they knew
Shy?
that Xiaohu was coming back. As
You don't have Core Drinker yet, buddy.
Another roll out onto the Shy here as Chasey's going to eat the CC. It's nicely done. World Ender is going to give the Shy the movement speed though, but the dash is going to be there.
The Shy!
Q is going to
The
miss.
Shy!
Under the turret.
Yeah!
Touches everything.
Don't try him!
And Chasey's going to fall.
Look at
JC
his
will
smile.
dance no more. Just got his ankles broken.
Look at his
by
smile.
The Shy in the top
Don't
lane.
even try it.
Wanted that kill so bad.
Ankle
wanted
snapper.
To push for it, but the Shy with the side
That's him.
steps.
That had the most nice work kid energy to it I have ever seen as Xiaohu looking to try and get them out
That's
of the
him.
river. And he is, gonna
He
be
is
able to
fucking
achieve
crazy.
his goal.
He's actually playing really well this tournament.
Advantage that they have.
I
This
think.
plate is gonna go over to
I
the
think
Shy
this
as
tournament he's
well.
playing really well.
Looks
He had
like
one
the
bad
second
game.
Drake is on the menu.
He had one bad game
He's
so
just gonna be
far.
able to step forward, try and get some vision control over this. I don't really think
It was
Mad
the
are in a
Rumble
position
game.
to contest this at the moment, though, especially with the position that Crisp is in.
Or was it the
And
Cassante
ultimate
game?
over the over the
Oh,
top
yeah, he's
of
had a
that
few
wall
bad
caused
games.
Major issues for Mad.
No.
Now we have to
It's fine, don't
collect
worry about it.
ourselves, see whether this Drake is going to be contested or not. Xiaohu in the mid lane is going to push this wave out, and Niski is going to catch it. So back to just neutral. You can see Elioya with all of those kills is the only one ahead. It's a very similar MasterCard lane economy snapshot as what we saw in the last game, but this time it's Elioya instead of Niski.
Shut up.
On the reset,
Everyone shut up. Drop the
it's just
topic.
gonna be a freebie
He's
for
100 gold
Weibo.
up.
So you're playing into the Callista. You're the one with 2 early dragons here. And it's not going to be that Chemtech, which means pretty much all of them are very good. You know, I'm sure that they're hoping that it's not going to be a Cloud Soul, but even that, I think, with their composition, is pretty good, especially for the Aatrox. It's
I was going
incredible.
to say,
Don't
for
test
Weibo,
him.
You're happy out. I mean, the fact you end up with the 2 dragons against the Vi, Ari, Callista.
I will not yield.
Here, Chasey, sometimes you really wish he was called Walk Away, because for God's sake, he didn't need to follow underneath the tower.
Oh man, the Shy really
Damn,
found
he's clean.
every little angle. Just felt like he said, I have you now right where I wanted you.
He's clean with it.
The high ground, Chasey. It's
He's
over.
clean with the right clicks.
Maybe.
Don't try and dive Xiaohu.
Well, now Mad are set up for a bit of a gank onto Xiaohu. There's the Pop Blossom in answer, but I
Don't
don't know
even
whether he's
try
gonna
it.
get Oh, never mind. He's got the stopwatch.
Run
and now
away.
Weiwei is there. Kazi
Run away.
is gonna
Here
try and get
comes
out of there. They do have the
Light.
Fate's Call.
La,
Now
la,
Hillsang
la,
is
la.
a sitting duck. Ooh, Moonlight Vigil just barely going to go wide. Now Light's looking for it. There's the flash from Kazi as the Shy.
It's him.
He's running his way underneath this turret. Can they get this dive to work as Hillsang?
There he is.
He's going to come on through there. They don't find the hostile take.
Boom!
But there's the Infernal Chains. Kazi
Dive
just
them.
trying to get as many autos as he can, and Chasey is going to be here.
Okay, we let them
the
off.
rest
We let
of
them
his
off.
team alive, and Mad
We let them
will
off.
walk away, but just barely.
They walk away, but it's a lot of flashes forced on.
We sent the message.
The Shy uses TP and flash.
We sent the message.
Chris uses flash for that R flash again that he's been loving.
Stop question mark pinging, bro. What are you on about?
Setting up the angles here.
Why are you question mark pinging?
Trying to get that perfect ulti as the Shy was wrapping around. But at the end of the day, it is weibo that pushed them back, that survive again. And every time one of those plays fails for Mad, you have to feel like that clock is ticking.
And I think they know it. That's why you're burning that many flashes to try and make something happen in that bot side. But
he catches top wave, we're chilling, Herald's up.
Back up towards top side. He's got the Gore
It's
Drinker.
an insanely good soul as well.
Rift Herald that's about to come up as well. Now, I think weibo will
Is Sven still
take it a little
flanking?
bit
Is
slow
he
for
actually?
a second, wait for some of those ultimates to come back up. And maybe that gives an opportunity for Mad to try and contest on towards this, because they actually didn't use as many ults in that equation. Or at least, sorry, their ults were on a shorter cooldown coming into this.
Well, Shy now looking for
Oh, he hit that W?
Gonna get knocked up. There's the
What?
chance to pull him back.
Oh, and movement as well.
Everything's going to miss, so it's going to be fine here for the Shy. Weiwei now in this pit. Mad looking for another Rift Herald, but they're not going to be able to get it. The eye gets poked. She's going to move back though.
Tie for leash again.
Over, and it looks like Weibo Gaming are going to retain control of this area. Kazi going to break the chains. Still, Weibo Gaming collect this. Can they get the eye is the question. And it looks like the answer is yes, as now they're looking for even more.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Give the Shy the resets. Here he comes.
No matter what, stun comes down, and now
Here he
Light
comes.
is just going to clean it up. Niski under the turret. He might survive, but the rest of his teammates may not be so lucky.
Damn, Xiaohu, good job. See what happens when you actually try and win the game?
Weibo pouts again. They take down Carsey. They take out Hilly. They get the Herald, and now they're going to be able to get potentially a charge on this tier 2 as well, as they're going to be walking up. Maybe they can even just kill the
They defend mid as well. And we get top tier 2.
And Weibo are going to explode this gold lane here, so I think this turn's gone as well.
Oh my god.
It's just such a back-breaking play here from Weibo. Get really beautiful stuff.
Wait,
on these guys. Xiaohu with the flash pop blossom. Nico, such a good team fighting champion.
I mean, he just R flashes the Kalista Soraka. How more perfect can it get?
Yeah, I mean, the setup in this is absolutely gorgeous. The flash forward onto Hilly, the get Carzy as well. He's completely taken out of the fight, and Matter just
They're trying to make a pick on him again. Leave him alone. What are you even doing?
Shut every single door, and now the shot is even contesting Elyoya.
Fight him.
Yeah, I think Elyoya
Don't run. What happened to the Shy? Bro, I promise you, all year, he would fight that.
Elyoya does have a lot of the kills. Still,
He would
this
fight
comp
that
is
shit.
going to be the prize that the Weibo top laner will claim.
He's got a lot of gold, but you're 3 levels down, and that's going to be a tough nut to crack. Can't really win out on that 1v1, so he scraps a bit, but knows he's going to have to back it up. And Mad, all they can do is keep looking for picks here. But there's pings. The spear still comes out of the bush when you queue over the wall like that, I'm pretty sure. So they were wise to it. A lot of pings came over from the Weibo side as Mad jumped into that brush, and I think Carzy may have given away the plan.
I think if you're Weibo, you're perfectly happy.
Drake and 40, don't fuck it up.
Waves, right? You've already got 2 dragons. That's 8
Don't fuck it up, don't get
massive
caught.
advantage for you in this one, because realistically, you're just waiting for Light to come online. He's at 1.5 items. You give him a little bit more time. You can see the gold at the bottom of the screen there. He is so far ahead. Just let him scale, and Weibo can handily take this game.
Chat, stop spamming that
LDR.
shit.
He just has to hit frontline, and he kind of knows it, right?
Shut up.
Chasey is building up a lot of armor, so he's going to go LDR second. He's going to be, building towards
Everyone
this
spam
big
XPP.
shredding style, and it's going to be up to the rest of them to just create space for him to free hit. And you can see it is Hex Tech Soul, 2 early dragons, 2 Weibo, even though they're not playing with the Kalista. It's up in 10 seconds,
TPing?
and I think Mad
TPing
knows
bot.
they've got to fight for this, but are they in the position to do so?
Just have to find out. Xiaohu just going to take care of.
They're trying to see if they can make a pick on the Shy, but they're not.
In this river.
He's grown.
So much pressure for Mad to deal with, and like you were talking about, Hextech Soul, it's a pretty good one.
Best in slot.
Yeah. The Shy now looking for an angle.
He changed.
With, the
Look where he's standing.
Certainly something that I imagine he's pretty happy about. People have their opinions about the different rifts. This is one I could imagine the Shy would be pretty happy with. Now Chasey is going to eat some honey fruit, but it might be dangerous as Elyoya going to get over towards
flash.
this Drake. And now the Aatrox looking
The
for that
Shy
angle.
flank.
There is vision. Should be able
Don't
to
get
turn
caught,
it
the
off.
Shy.
No.
I'm watching you.
Not
Don't
gonna
get
be
caught.
able to do so as now they just get over. They look for the turn. The engage onto the Aatrox hasn't necessarily worked out in the past. And now Weibo looking for their opportunity as well. Light has some good guns for this fight. Is now
Get it, Weiwei. Get it.
This Drake. Who's gonna get it? It's Elyoya that locks it
Oh
down,
my god, Xiaohu team fighter.
Blossom flies
Go Nash,
through
go
the
Nash,
hostile,
go Nash, take the elo. Go Nash and take the elo. Go Nash and take the elo.
already. Almost a triple, but it's Xiaohu that locks it down. 3 kills for Weibo. They could just move over
The
towards
boys are on
Baron
form.
and just spawn. 40 seconds
The
ago.
boys are in form. I feel sorry for whoever they draw next. I feel sorry for
They
them.
managed to take the fight of the dragon. Yes, man, get it, but Baron is the bigger prize in this one.
I feel sorry for them.
Weibo, they just focus on the fight. Elyoya, great smite to be able to secure it. But
Listen, Mad, it's nothing personal, okay?
Cannot match Weibo in the 5v5.
Weibo is on a
Light
path of
5-0
destruction,
and
and I
4.
wish it
He's
wasn't you.
massively
I do.
fed. The Baron
From the
is
bottom of my
gonna
heart.
be theirs,
I
and
wish
with
this was
that,
C9
might be the
instead.
chances for Mad
Or
in
something.
this tournament.
And that's what I was
Or
going to say.
Gam.
It's heartbreaking
I
for
wish
Mad
you could.
after
It wasn't
such
you,
good
but it is.
Game one in this series.
So I'm sorry.
Being unable to find
I'm
any
sorry.
sort of success in game number 2. Again, they try to turn onto the Shy, but Gourd Drinker, the healing that's there, the follow-up that comes through from Weibo, there's just no chance.
This is your punishment for losing to NA twice. You play against the Shy.
But if he doesn't
He is
get
the
there,
devil.
they don't have enough burst damage. They can't actually knock him down. I mean, he's level 13. Vi has a lot of gold, but you're not going to one-shot this guy. And Weibo crush you again. They try to get Shy because they just know you can't fight front to back against the Renata. It's just not going to happen. So they're trying to find these creative angles, but they're so difficult to find. And Weibo just really are not giving them any options to get a foot in.
Now it is about a 6,000 gold lead. Part of that is going to be the Red Bull Baron power play currently.
Elyoya POV. Hasn't Elyoya POV been Cat Despair for 2 years now?
So is Hylissang in trouble. Oh, has to flash. Get out of the way of Xiaohu. Could have spelt certain death for the support.
Are you still blocked by G2 on Twitter? Yeah.
The Fate's call available. Niski looking for that flank angle. As Chasey, a flash comes out.
Respect, Crisp. I like that. I like that respect. We don't play cocky.
So Chasey gonna come back home.
We show that we are humble.
It's going to be all about, can you somehow get to Light and kill him twice? Because the bailout's going to be there. And he's an entire item up on Carzzy right now. And Weibo are pressing. They're pushing in through mid. They're rotating down towards bot. They only have a couple minions here, but Weiwei's saying, I dare you to step up. He's ready to go.
Weiwei's just standing still. Holy.
He's pretty confident. They're going to empower these
Holy.
minions.
Stop it. Stop going on him. Do you never learn your lesson? He runs at you.
To almost half health, but then gets back up to almost full with a Gore Drinker. And Carzzy
You
just
do not
can't
run
do
at him.
anything to
He
this Aatrox.
runs at you.
I mean, he's just running after him, exactly. Is he going to get
Ah.
He is! And there's the Magnus Storm.
Run
He's
away.
almost just pulled away from the base gate. Does manage to get out, but that is both summoner spells invested, and Weibo will break down the inhibitor turret in the bottom lane as well.
Mad love engaging on the Shy, and the Shy loves it too. Come at me, bro. There's no
the
way you're
hell?
going to be able to burst him down when you're this far behind. He's too tanky, but they can't find the angles to get to anyone else.
Oh, the
And he
Shy?
goes the Shy.
The flash forward, it's going to break the chains. It's Carzzy,
The Shy?
but is it going to be enough is the question. The Overception
Are
goes
we
wide
fine?
now. JC
Oh,
looking
Xiaohu,
around,
you're
but the
beautiful.
Shy
You're sexy. You're amazing. I love you.
with the Pop Blossom, and the Shy is
GG.
still alive, stays alive for a long time, will
GG.
eventually go down, but Weiwei will deal with Hylissang. Carzzy
Or,
is just
wait.
limping to the
Light,
fountain.
don't die.
Light is
Maybe not
getting
GG.
very, very
Run,
low.
run,
Needed
run.
that Severum that he is going to find in the end, and I think
Run,
Weibo
run.
is
It's fine.
not going to be able to win on this push.
Where
But
is
it's getting
bro
close.
going?
Elyoya looking for a big old flank.
Niski has
As he
TP.
takes the base gate.
There's no pings. I don't know if they know.
Everyone press B together.
Recall gonna get them out, but
It looked cool. Not a lot of result.
Yeah, it did look
Poor
cool. You
Elyoya.
gotta try
I feel
something,
sorry.
Right?
And
You,
you get a
you
crowd.
know you have to go
I
for
feel
more.
sorry for you.
We can see it one more time as the Shy just decides it is the moment to go. Q flash, hits the chains on the Carzzy. He's able to dance out of it, but again, if you're not hitting Light, you're not winning the fight.
and that's what we were talking about. It's so difficult to actually get onto the back line with them because Xiaohu is able to peel. You've already got Crisp who's able to peel. And I mean, Crisp, you can see there, he only ends up throwing out the ultimate at the very end because he's like, okay, this is now done and dusted. Let's just see how hard we can win here. But Weibo do overextend that a little bit.
Just
trying to
make
finish
a
off the blood in the water,
make a
but
team with all
it
the
means
troll
that Mad
despairs
at
of
least stay
POVs.
alive for the moment. But Weibo, they already know that they've got their sights set on moving on.
What would the team be? What, like Rascal,
Absolutely.
Yoya?
Now pushing down.
Viper,
for
Jackie
Weibo. They
Love.
just have control absolutely everywhere. Chasey just trying to keep the Wolves at bay. But even that doesn't feel like something that
Yankos.
you can safely take. Getting gold on the
Zeka.
rift. Very,
Yeah.
very difficult here for Mad, who are kind of circling the drain. 8,000 gold down.
Sounds about right.
24 seconds on this Hextech Drake. Will once again be soul point for Weibo, but I don't think they have that.
Rookie.
in
Yeah,
their mind.
rookie too.
2 minutes on the Baron could be needed to get that push in, but it's an
I don't know
open
about
door
Beryl.
on the bottom side of the map. They might
Pio
just
sick.
set up another siege to try and get in there.
Exactly. You saw Xiaohu pushing up that top lane,
Stop saying
shoving
Kellen.
in those minions. Bot lane's going to naturally push. So that's why Weibo are hovering here around mid, making sure all of these lanes are locking Mad into the base. Well, the Shy can just go back over towards the Dragon, and Mad Looking like they want to step out and
Come.
maybe look
Come.
for some sort of a contest angle
Come
here,
fight.
but it's going to be hard.
It's a terrible spot to try and take a fight as well in the jungle. Like, so much AoE, Light's going to be
Come.
perfectly fine
If you
behind all
die,
his
the game
tanks.
ends.
Go, Yo-Yo, take it.
And maybe even if Elyoya
You steal
dies,
those.
Yeah, Hylissang's in a lot of trouble. The pop blossom going to be used only on him as Elyoya's able to steal away the Hex Drake. There's at least that. He may sacrifice himself for it as the Cease and Desist going to be used onto Light. You may as well. He gets over the wall. That was pretty cool. Light's still going to be able to grab that kill, though, in the end.
That's 2 dead. And now they don't really have anywhere that they can try and play to. You got a wave coming in bot side, 30 seconds on Elyoya. This could just be Weibo going, well, screw this. We're going to take mid and maybe even look to end the game.
Yeah, it doesn't really feel worth it. You have Xiaohu already pushing in through bot. The Shy's going to go down and join him. And yes, he stole that dragon, but
Take
you're
double
shoving
nip.
up mid. You're pushing in bot. And one more misstep from Mad, and their year is over.
Oh, Weibo, they're going to be able to take their second inhibitor. Niski looking to line up that charm, find the angle. Chasey going to get knocked up. The inhibitor will fall. And Weibo, they don't need to push it on this particular play. They're going to grab the inhibitor. That is going to provide even more pressure on Mad. We're now just going to have to try and sit back and figure out some way to desperately win this. We'll get this replay once again. Hylissang falls down. They do manage to secure themselves the drink.
Now let's play for next Baron.
Giving 2 kills across
We can
for
play
second
4-1
dragon.
top
Like, this
bot.
wasn't even sold. This was just a 3rd dragon for Weibo.
And we're chilling.
now you're giving the 2 inhibs across. You're giving
I think
control
everyone
towards
expected
the Baron,
Weibo
which is just
to,
about to spawn as well. I mean,
and everyone
there's
expected
so many
Weibo to drop a
opportunities
2-0
for
here.
Weibo just off
And
the
I think
bat.
it's been quite
Hilly
clean.
doesn't even really add anything.
I didn't
being
see
there
any
because
mistakes.
Elyoya had a pink in his inventory anyway, and he warded over. So sure, Hilly double warded, but it doesn't really mean anything. And now Matt going to be spotted in trouble.
Yeah,
Nice.
Xiaohu knows exactly what's
No
going
ult on
on.
Ari.
He is going to be able to spirit rush away, but now he
No
won't
ult on
have the
Ari,
charges
no
available
contest
for
from
this
Mad.
next fight.
Easy
The
Baron.
is just melting, and Light going to help secure
I'm sorry,
that
Mad.
one.
I'm sorry.
Oh man, this guy is a raid boss. 6-0-6 right now.
There's
on the
one an A
Elyoya.
team
He's
left,
had
and now there's 2
incredible
EU teams
series
left.
so far.
I mean, you look back to the previous series as well. Noah having a monster game on the Aphelios. Now Light absolutely popping off.
What is that
on
minion
it.
doing
They're
up
gonna
there?
try to look for
Oh,
a
it's the
pick.
Shy
We'll
was
see.
TPing. Oh!
Shy isn't even
God.
going to check it. Elyoya just
my
in this
God.
brush. Okay.
Why is my
I
Nico
don't know
doing
what it's gonna
Crux?
do,
Not much.
but it's
Things.
if Chris
It
face
could do
checks in,
things.
it might work out. Okay, let's see what Elyoya is going to be able to find here. Is if he gets on top of Light, that might be a way to find a win in the team fight.
We'll
But
see.
still.
I mean, they have to get past the hostile takeover. They have to get past the bailout, and they have to get past supers coming in both mid
Okay.
and bot.
Who's
They're
flanking
just gonna wait
longer,
for it.
Yoya
Xiaohu
or
got the
Sven?
death cap
Let's
now
see.
Completed. Mad, if they're gonna go, they're gonna have to go now.
Well, there is the
Oh,
Infernal
don't
Chains
get baited
connecting.
by the Nico.
Shy not going to be able to get on top of Kazi here, who does get healed by the W from the Soraka. Elyoya can't wait forever as the turret does go down. There it is.
Okay, well,
Into the
it didn't
backline with
really
the
do
cease and
anything.
desist,
Nico
but
pressed
they
R and everyone
do
died.
anything to Light.
Nice try.
Weibo will just
Poor
destroy
Yoya.
Mad. It was such a cute attempt.
Poor Yoya.
But it just wasn't enough in the end. They
Farewell,
had
Mad.
so much money. The
You were a
wallets
worthy
are so
sacrifice.
heavy. The Shy just cuts down Hylissang where he stands, and these Nexus turrets will go down as well. Weibo,
You were a worthy
with
sacrifice.
2-0 over Mad, will stay alive in the tournament.
Mad really made him work for it in that first game, but Weibo showed their class in the 5v5s, and in game 2 had such good answers to what Mad cooked up in the draft. Really smart picks, really smart play, denying any chance for Carsey and Hylissang to really get going. And once Light was ahead, it just felt like there's no
Sad.
stopping him.
Yeah, the Renata was doing so much work over the
Hopefully
course of the
Fnatic don't get
so
drawn
hard
into
for these
Weibo.
live opportunities for Mad
I don't want to
bring
have to
this
knock
up.
out Fnatic
And
too.
As you say, I mean, Light taking control against the Kalista alongside Weiwei, getting in. The bot lane for Weibo alongside Weibo were clearly just outclassing Mad. I mean, even in game number 1, it was
There it
Nisqy
is.
trying to hold down the show, but it was Light again who was able to pop off.
No, I agree. I actually think that Crisp and Light really played
I have
exceptionally
my
well. but
throat is
also
swelling up. I don't know why.
revealed that this Renata pick completely ridiculous.
You're a fraud, Caedrel.
Not to
Why
mention
am I
the
a
fact that you
fraud?
don't just
Tell me
have to
why.
play Kaiser and Zaya, which I
Tell me why I'm a
very
fraud.
much appreciate.
We've seen that across a couple series of Mad.
They were a
bound
worthy
here.
sacrifice.
Unfortunately, an earlier exit that they would have liked, but they did get
They
a
were
win
a
against
worthy
BDS,
sacrifice.
and they can at least hold their head high
Farewell.
with that. Almost took down Weibo as well in game
Weibo
number 1.
is
It's
winning
always
the
tough,
tournament,
though,
and
when
no
you have a
one
series
will
like
stand
this. I
in
think
their way.
there's really
I
that
couldn't have said it
come
better.
down off of a
I
game that you
couldn't.
feel you should have won,
I personally
and then
think
it
I
gets
couldn't have said it
pulled
better.
back. You can't close it out. It's tough.
It really is.
The
but
Shy.
we are going to give our Oppo player of the series to the Shy. The man that was just on your screen plays back-to-back games.
The
of
Shy
the
MVP?
Aatrox. Mad just loved engaging on him, and he
The
looked
Shy
like he
MVP?
absolutely loved it as well.
I mean, the Shy on Aatrox versus Europe, I mean, name a better duo, you know? I mean, this guy, as you say, I mean, Mad kept trying to pick him out in team fights, but the Gore Drinker, Sterix, he was so difficult to try and
The
deal
Shy
with.
MVP?
Mad threw everything at the kitchen sink at him. He kind of just threw it right back and took Mad with him.
The Shy played an incredible series. I also have to give a shout out to Crisp. I thought he was amazing across both games.
Nah,
I think
Crisp-
both in the pick and the play.
Crisp played alright.
His right place, right time. It felt
Don't
like
give Crisp too
every
much credit.
single time, enabling like
Fuck him.
creating space for him. But the Shy really is something to behold when he's playing.
The
at
Shy
his
is
best.
something to behold.
The plays he seems to pull off because he
Yep.
plays so aggressively. He's really riding that razor's edge, which makes it so fun to
The
see.
Shy
what he goes right
is
for.
something
Yeah,
to
the
behold.
best,
I like
think
that.
the best players to watch are
I
the
like
ones
that.
that look like they feel they have a 1,000 gold lead at any point in any game ever.
The
And the
lunatics.
Shy epitomizes that. Absolutely. What an incredible series. Weibo are going to be certainly one you're going to be
I just
watching out
hope
for
the
if
draw
your
is
team
good
is in
for
the next
Weibo.
round of Swiss, because that is going to be a dangerous
I
one.
hope
But
the
it's
draw
now
is
time
good.
to throw it over to Worlds Cooldown.
Thank you so much, the Shy, our Oppo player of the series. And we're
That's
also
right,
gonna talk
Vedius.
to him very, very
I
soon.
converted him.
Lord is getting over there now, or at least waiting. till
Wait,
he
they're
gets
gonna
over
interview
there,
the
because
Shy?
it's quite the walk, and I don't know if he'll be breaking
Wait.
a sweat, to be honest. It seemed like
Much like in that game.
that was the point, yes.
Game one, for what it's worth, he did break a
Yes.
big sweat, and it's kind of what we expected to happen in game two.
We wait for it.
After
Yeah.
the devastation
We
of
hold.
basically having the game in hand for Mad and then losing it as the
Hold.
underdog. So, as they were mentioning, it is a disappointing end to Mad because this game was not the same showing that we saw from game one.
It's frustrating to watch as a fan of Mad, like having cast them all year and getting to watch their games. Like we got to see
I
glimpses,
can't go there.
really,
I
of the
can't go there.
potential that they showed domestically.
The studio
and
is too far
unfortunately,
away.
This roster
Well,
couldn't really
it's not
bring
too far. There's
everything
just a lot of
together.
traffic.
Personally, I'd be surprised if this roster stays together next year. I think we will be seeing a different version of Mad because
Yeah, we will.
while this roster has had many highs throughout the year, it just hasn't been able to click. And the moments in which that they needed to clutch up and come together, they just weren't able to do it. So definitely a frustrating tournament for them, the organization, the players. But that shouldn't take anything away from the fact that Weibo absolutely dominated. Huge credit to the Shy. Zhao, who definitely bounced back here in the second game. And the casters are talking about it. Crisp and on support.
Yeah.
Like, your AD carry looks so good because of like, a good support will make your AD carry look even better, right?
Yeah.
And, incredible stuff from the bot lane.
What
I
is
saw
this?
some chatter on social media about Crisp playing Korean solo queue until 6 a.m.
That was
local
light,
time
that was
last night,
light.
And they're like, whoa, what is this guy doing?
To
But
be
you
fair,
know,
the game
light.
starts at 4, and then they had the second series.
Your
which
goat
is,
is
like,
a
Exactly,
fucking
he's
fraud,
sick.
couldn't
Maybe
handle the
he was
heat
just
when he picked
optimizing.
Rumble, had to
He
dodge the
was,
champ
yeah.
select and pick his one
Min-maxing.
trick,
Great.
keeps picking
He's got
Aatrox,
the
he's
amazing
fraud, let's see you outplay
For
it, he
sure.
knows how to
I
fucking
mean,
ban, ha ha
himself
ha.
and Light, I think in general of the LPL bot lanes that we've seen, but like the ones that I remember
Suck
in terms
it.
of like Elk as well, it gets you into this tricky position.
I
whereas
hate
the
to
enemy
say it,
bot lane, you think,
but the
oh,
Shy
that's
is smurfing
two
so
kill.
far at Worlds.
Oh, he got to kill a bot. Oh, he starved them from some farm, and then they just somehow make whatever advantage, or even if it's equal, they make it count so much harder in team fights. It's actually quite
Welcome.
magical to watch.
yeah, their team fighting is just really good. I
Welcome.
think so much of the just massive player pool they have in the LPL
Welcome.
and also in Chinese solo queue in general, I do think they just have better team fighters.
I
Like they've gotten
also-
so many reps and they understand the fights better.
I also
Welcome,
think the biggest
Dom.
discrepancy was Weibo
Welcome.
played incredibly well around their bot lane, and this was something Mad just couldn't replicate. Like, it was phenomenal to watch, and I'm excited to see what
Show
Weibo
me the
can do
Shy
in the
interview
next
now,
round.
just to
I
wrap
agree.
up the
I'm
day.
also excited, but I do want to temper a little bit. You know, they beat Mad. It was actually not even close in the second game whatsoever. But I've listened to a lot of the chatter of the Weibo fans, both in the LPL community as now on our communities on X, and everyone's afraid to get behind them.
I mean, there was a comment in the Game 1 post-match Reddit thread that I liked. I don't remember the user, but he's like, for those of you who don't follow Weibo
T1 versus
internationally, this was
Weibo?
actually their
If it's
cleanest
T1
game
versus
all year."
Weibo,
And that was Game 1.
then I'm
but
getting
that is
kicked out of this
literally
office.
Not actually true, but the feeling is there because
I'm getting
the
kicked
team
out.
itself is a little bit of a mess. They, I believe, were like 6th place in the regular season before
I
the
can't
playoffs.
remember.
I'm gonna have
They're
to find a new
rolling in
home.
as the 4th seed. They had a massive lead against G2, which they then threw. This team is very much a wild card for what version you get
If
at
anyone's
what
got a
minute
home.
of the game.
Yeah.
Super fun to watch.
It
So
is.
it'll be
What the
entertaining.
fuck is this?
And it's great to see the Shy back on form as well. Like, he hasn't had since his World Championship. It was
What is
great
that?
introspection at the start of the day where he talked about.
Bro,
he
what
was,
are these edits,
in a
man?
way, unfortunate that he achieved that success so
You guys are
early because he
mental.
didn't realize how hard this journey
What's
actually
wrong
is.
with you?
And,
Oh, but I'll take it though. Like,
Yeah, well,
take the early world win.
Yeah, well, we'll take it, but like it just goes to show that he's trying to make that climb back up, and he's definitely on a good path.
Yes, indeed. Let's pull up the bracket. We did have to. So actually, we're gonna do it later. We have the interview. We're gonna send it over to Laura with the Shy and the Verizon post.
Everyone, listen.
And welcome back to the interview area after the Shy and Weibo take down Mad Lions here tonight in the Swiss stage. Thank you so much for joining me. 축하드립니다. There is something really special about your Aatrox and the way you play this champion. Always finding the clutch engages, especially around objectives team fights. You play this champion very to the limit. What is special about your Aatrox, the Shy?
더샤의 선수의 아트는 정말 뭔가 특별한 것 같거든요. 언제나 클러치 플레이를 만들어낸다든지 오브젝트 한타에서 항상 정말 혼자만의 각을 보고 엄청난 플레이를 만들어내시는데 더샤의 선수의 아트록스는 도대체 뭐가 그렇게 다르고 특별할까요?
우선 코치님의 얘기 때문에 아트록스에 대한 챔피언의 그 평가를 다시 하게 됐고요. 그리고 경기가 진행됨으로써 제가 경기를 관전함으로써 아트록스가 할 수 있는 플레이가 좀 더 많은 게 보였고
Some could say he's super shy.
통해서 이제 템트리와 그런 걸 통해서 좀 더 리스크지는 플레이를 할 수 있다고 생각해서 이제 리스크를 지다 보니까 좋은 결과가 나온 것 같아요.
First off, I kind of changed my mind about Aatrox after hearing some comments from our coach. So I decided to, take a different approach. And then after watching some games at Worlds, I realized there could be a different kind of angle and also different item build. So I was going through all of that. And then after the game was being played, I could see some specific angles. So I was able to kind of calculate that in events, and I was able to go for the plays.
Talking a bit more about you, it's been a long time since we saw you on the international stage. How would you describe your play style?
이제 또 오랜만에 국제전 치르고 계시는데 본인의 플레이 스타일을 어떻게 표현하고 싶으신가요?
아직 구체점이 좀 많은 것 같아요. 사실 예전의 버릇들이 좀 안 좋은 습관이라고 생각하고 그런 부분들을 좀 개선해 나가고 있는데 이제 이번 두 번째 경기에서 보여줬던 상대팀 바텀 스펠을 빼고 마지막에 이제 넥서스 앞에서 칼리스타한테 앞플래시를 사용하는 그게 약간 저의 플레이 스타일 보여주는 것 같아요. 이제 그런 부분을 좀 지워야 된다고 생각하고 좀 더 완벽한 모습을 가지기 위해서는 좀 연습이 더 필요할 것 같습니다.
So I think I still have a lot of room to improve, So for example, as you could see in the second game, there was a moment where I was able to force the summon a spell from the enemy bot laners, and at the end of the game, I was able to flash forward onto the Kallistar. And I think those are the kind of some of the lingering bad habits that I still have. So I think I have to work harder to reach the perfection.
Taking a big step back, the last time Worlds was in Korea, you won the World Championship. How much did you think the competition evolved when it comes to the top laners that you've been facing off against and teams in general?
이제 마지막으로 한국에서 월드가 진행되었을 때 더샤의 선수가 우승을 하셨잖아요. 이제 올해 월드를 두고 봤을 때 어떤 점이 또 달라졌는지 탑 라이너들의 그런 경쟁은 또 어떻게 달라졌는지 월드 전체는 좀 어떻게 경쟁 구도가 바뀐 것 같나요?
Took a fucking year, but we got him.
우선 사실 스위스 스테이지로 이제 바뀌고 나서 이번 월드가 좀 운의 요소가 클 것 같다라는 생각을 했지만 막상 스위스 스테이지를 진행해본 결과 결국 이제 실력적인 요소가 훨씬 중요하다는 걸 깨달은 것 같고 그 이번 시즌으로 바뀌어서 예전에 비해서 탑이 바뀐 점 같은 경우에는 좀 더 그 개인적인 피지컬이라든지 그런 부분의 필요성이 크게 많지 않아진 것 같고요. 점점 팀적으로 뭔가 팀적인 화합이라든지 팀워크를 좀 더 중요시하는 게임이 돼버린 것 같아요. 리그 오브 레전드가.
So first off, with the new format Swiss stage, my first impression was actually, I think luck will become a huge factor. But turns out it was more about the, performance, how well do you perform on stage. So I was able to kind of change my mind on that. And also about the League of Legends itself this year, I think mechanics and skill plays have become less important. Speaking of top lane, I think it has become more about team play, synergy, and everything.
Well, thank you so much for the interview. 감사합니다. Amazing sharing these insights. And Jason, thank you so much for the translation. As always,
bye-bye,
Sharks, back to you.
Very well. You handsome motherfucker.
Thank you so much indeed. I actually really loved what he said about kind of the draw because, as I think I brought it up before, it's like a very almost Western kind of angle to be like, oh, let's get the luckiest draw we can. And he's just saying, no, it's actually much more about being sure in your own ability and making sure that you'll be able to beat whoever is put against you. And I think that's very valuable for sure. But it helps when the draw's good.
Oh, it absolutely does. It would be,
I'm
though,
missing.
I understand the answer.
So
I
who
think
can we
any
face?
competitor, even if they
Damon's gonna
know
win.
that the draw matters, you can't say that you got to
And then it's
draw
just
because that's
the
a
only
defeatist mentality.
easy team then, I
they'll
guess,
be moving to that 2-2
quote unquote, is NRG or Fnatic.
Depending on who they draw, they're going to be the
Oh
favorite
my
of the
God.
underdog. But to his point, they
It
still
could
have
be
to play
NRG
well
or
to move on.
Fnatic, or it could be
Unfortunately,
T1.
two
It could
Western
be.
teams will
Oh
be
my
leaving the
God.
tournament today. Has been. Yeah, it's the
Oh
internet
yeah,
mad.
I thought you said LEC, and I was
two
like,
Western
what
teams
happened?
will be the
Oh my God.
It could be KT, it could be T1, it could be LNG, it could be BLG.
I mean, it's great for Fnatic. They make it through. You know, some things change while Fnatic and G2 stay the same.
Same as it ever was, man.
Yeah.
Same as it ever was.
Why'd you have to bring it up? It's kind of sad, actually.
Well,
Both Matt
it
and
is, but
C9.
like, and I know we should.
I'm
wrap
sorry,
up
it's
today.
my job, Shocks. I didn't wrap.
I know. We don't need to wrap.
2013,
Oh.
Fnatic knocks them out. 2015, they're in the same
Tomorrow
group.
is
They get out,
Damwon
C9
Gam
doesn't. 2018, they
and
knock them out.
KT LNG.
At least
You're
last
making me
year-
feel a lot better right
at
now,
least
Jack.
Then
last
the
year,
next day
Fnatic
is
and, C9,
NRG,
neither of them
G2,
made it out,
T1,
so it was
BLG.
fair.
So tomorrow is
This
pretty
year,
chill.
Fnatic knocked him out
whatever.
again. Yeah.
Annoying. Any case, I did want to shout someone out. It was Mac, actually, because I can imagine that it's really difficult for him to be at home right now, and he's kind of probably thinking, I wish I was there with everyone.
Yeah.
So just a shout out to him.
This draw is gonna
and
be
to the year
so-
for the Mad Lions, but unfortunately,
Man, the draw
road
is gonna be
ends
so
here,
horrific.
and we will be back tomorrow.
2
Can we
days.
just throw this Swiss bracket up one more time for the matchups tomorrow so we can see what we have? Because
We have
D plus Kia
Damwon.
is up versus
Yep.
GAM, and we have KT up versus LNG, but I just want to situate myself in terms of where they are in the bracket, because even I get
Man, I like the
confused.
Swiss
So
format
tomorrow
though. The
there'll
Swiss
be
format's
one
pretty
matchup
nice.
of the 1-2 teams, DK versus GAM, and one matchup of the 2-1 teams, which is KT and LNG.
So we have one quarter finalist and another team.
Yeah,
Eliminated
KT
team.
or
Yeah.
LNG will qualify for the quarterfinals, and that's expected to be a banger. You know, both
LNG
these teams
wins,
on a-
G2
on a
wins,
upward
T1
trajectory.
wins.
It's gonna be
KT,
an
BLG,
exciting
NRG
game
go to the lower bracket.
Will be.
Weibo
So
draws
we'll see you
KT for the
tomorrow. We'll be
rematch.
back with
Weibo wins
continuation
2-1.
of round 4 here in the World's 2023
You heard it here first.
Swiss stage. Thank you so much. See you then. Bye-bye.
You heard it here first. Banana.
They are going to go in overly aggressively here. They just looked to
All right, Worlds was fun today. Worlds was fun. Worlds was a good day. Today was a good day. I feel like something's going on in my throat. I have like a... Bro, I hope I didn't get COVID or something, but my throat feels fucking weird. My throat feels fucking weird. Drink water? Yeah, I'm drinking water. I'm drinking water. I am. Did you see Koi is dropping Malrang? Yeah, I saw it. I feel like I have to swallow every like 20 seconds. Is that sus? Is that sus? Is this Zibaka? Queue up in Mario Kart? Then what are you gonna do now? I don't know. I'm considering going to the hotel room and, well, I'm considering going to the pharmacy and buying some throat medication. Or some honey. But I'm also considering playing Mario Kart. Check the Reddit. Gotta check Reddit. It's getting progressively worse. What we got? Pog on Weibo Gaming, nice. What the fuck is this? Zilla is not a dinosaur, so the Rift Herald is not a crab. It's not a dinosaur, he's a lizard. He's a lizard.
Very, very tough with how much
Lizards are dinosaurs.
You know, I do think
No,
that
they're
there's
not.
still some other great ones
Dinosaurs
to
are
get.
dead.
You know, if I'm not going to get those,
What the fuck is this? What is this? Caedrel and Caedrel? What are you on about? Where did the Shy's love Caedrel's Shy love for Shy come from? From my heart. Gonna flank Fnatic when you're on Dragon Pit. Just got the plant shirts. Feed Kellen and Giga Kellen. Nice! Damn! How is it, Digital? Let me know how it is. Pedro will probably play for the UK in Dust because he's too ass for pro play. Bro, shut the fuck up. How do you counter Rumble? I don't know, there's not many counters. There's not many counters. Wait, is this on new? This is new, right? It wasn't on hot. So I did go through it. This is the stupidest thing ever. Caedrel on his way out of EU. No turning back now. The Shy carried holy. Crisp and Light playing out of their minds. Mad versus early versus Weibo gaming late. I'm not watching 2 minutes. I can't watch that. Caedrel wants some chalky milk. Yeah, I do. I do want some chalky milk. When mum says you have ice cream in the freezer and you know it's only chalky ice. What? Bro. NA is trash. I don't even have to read the thread. I agree. I'm taking this, you're taking... Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna go. My throat is fucking bad. Holy shit. How can you check if it's swollen? Here, right? I need I need something for my throat. I'll get some meds. I feel so shit though, because I want to start doing more variety on stream. Go to get Dobendan at the pharmacy. Dobendan. Okay, I'll get that. Alright, I'll piece it for now. I promise we're going to start doing variety. Why is it that I'm always like... Bro, what's the date? 26th? Alright. Someone says check Twitter mentions. I'll check. Thank you all for coming out. My throat is getting a bit blasted here. I don't know why. But anyway. There's a big kiss. And I will see you guys soon. Thank you all for coming out for the stream. There's a World's co-stream tomorrow, so be there for it. And yeah, it's Damon, Gam, KT, LNG. So the first series is Stomp, second series is good. Hopefully, if I'm fine tomorrow, we're gonna do some big pace variety. But yeah, that's a prage. And yeah, kiss for you. Bye bye, chat. Thanks for coming out. I really appreciate all the support on the co-streams. You guys are crazy. Bye bye.